Well, good morning, guys. Um, a lot of anticipation for the vote for the results of Nick's plan. And we were talking in Discord, and I was like, you know what? I can't take this. So I talked to the guys and I said, I'm going to go live. And uh, we put it to a bunch of channels, but I do know that I don't know if Greek is going to be able to join. I don't think he's going to be able to join at all because he's on a plane, but he said that, yeah, get it out to the masses and all that. So if I've disappointed you that went to Greek's channel and he's not here, I apologize. But I don't think Kryptonian's going to be able to join us at all. And then I see that, wonder what that's about. But I don't know. I mean, does anybody know what's going on with the vote? I mean, I think that I don't think that, and this is my bad. I don't think I ever asked and followed up with, will we know the results right away? I don't know. So we may be sitting here for quite a while. I didn't bring anything with me. Didn't have anything to talk about. I figured that we could talk about it. Keep an eye on the Discord if anybody's got any questions or any comments. Maybe I'll even bring it up for a while. But we may be sitting here like just doing nothing. So sometimes I talk quite a bit. So I don't imagine it'll be dead space because I can run my mouth according to quite a few people quite a bit. So um, I know. And I don't want to put pressure on Nick and everything like that. I mean, someone was saying that I think somebody said something in the Discord that I was like, you know what, you're full of it. Said something about the fact that maybe Nick was waking up at the real time at Central Time, which obviously he's mistaken. But I don't want to rush the guy or anything like that. But and it is early out there. What is it? 7:30 in the morning. I mean, never know with Nick. He might he might still be up from last night. But and I imagine he's anticipating something. But maybe they're just making sure things are right. I don't know. I have no idea. And I never followed up with the fact that, will we know at a certain particular time? And we might end this because he may go live himself. I don't know. So I think everything's up in the air, but I felt like we could go live and guys could join when they can. It is Saturday morning and everybody's got totally different schedules at this time. I thought that it would be good. Maybe we could go live and we could talk about a few comments and maybe just do this together, because I was in the Discord and I was typing in there saying, oh, the anticipation's killing me and everything. And then I was like, I'm not getting anywhere because I'm sitting in this room by myself, So I figured if I'm going to go through the misery, you all have to go through it with me. So, but who knows? But Teddy One is here, just so that you know. Now this is a practice run. I want to make sure that everybody understands this is just a practice one, and it's for Teddy. So here we go. We are ready with the breaking news. I don't know whatever that is. I just think it's funny. I'm a fan of it. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, okay. All right. No, that's no problem, Biz. Yeah, that's fine. The whole point of this was to send it out. Like, all the guys were like, yeah, just send it to the masses. I mean, if you're watching on any of these guys, follow them, and it's not about coming to my channel. It's about as many people as possible being able to view any of this information. And it might be just a waste of time, and they'll be like, man, I don't want to hear Chris talk for an hour or whatever. But if they do announce it and we read it, that'll be great for everybody. So hopefully that works out. And that people are there with Greek and all that kind of stuff. Oh, here we go. We got Crypto Pride. You ready, buddy? Oh, I think you're still messing with it. I'll wait a second here. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's going?
I had to take you off my team because then I had to put like Greek and Fowler on there so I could get their destinations, and then I
Yeah, I
was
was looking
like,
for the link. I was like, "Where's the link?" I was trying to find the link.
my bad. I'm
I was like,
sorry. It's one of those things that would put the destinations in there, and with StreamYard, can you put the destinations in without being a part of the team? Every time
"No."
we go, you can put
Well,
the
you can.
destination in if it's created, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
just that one.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was just doing just now.
Yeah. Well, I still have your destinations on there, so I
Yeah,
think you're listed twice.
yeah. Because
If you look
I
up at the
went in,
thing.
I went in and set it. I didn't know you already. It was already set.
Yeah, I already have your when you come off my team, if the
Oh,
destination's there, it still remains unless you take it off. So I
oh,
thought that was okay. But like I was telling them, we have no news, not
right.
nothing that we can pass on to them, and we quite possibly could be sitting here for a while with no news at all. And because I have no indication as to when when Nick or the team would announce anything. We do have
No.
Biz in there, so maybe Biz is keeping an eye
Is it
out.
supposed to be like food? Did they announce it could be in a few minutes or something?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
And I mean, it ended at 9, so it's kind of my fault too because during all the times that we had him on lives, I never asked him if we would know the results after.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it might be something that they don't do till Monday or
I
something.
know, right?
We're all like, "Yeah, we're here," but if if they do announce anything, we are here. So, but the real thing is, I was in Discord and we are talking back and forth, and I'm like, "This is killing me, man. This is killing me."
hmm
But I figure I'd go through some comments and we
Yeah,
talk to people, just see what's going on. I think everybody has their questions answered and has voted by now. I saw somebody talking about how they didn't vote because they had a concern about something, but they they whatever the community decides they would go with it. So, but hopefully, and I think that that person's well informed and knew everything. So hopefully that worked out. Um, but let me see here. Oh, you got what's up, Pride. So now you're
hey,
not a part of my team, so you can't bring up comments. So
yeah.
this is a bad part about StreamYard. You can only have so many. Then it becomes a problem. So just some nice ones. So what are you up to? I mean, you couldn't do your
I've been
live
trying.
last night.
Yeah, I was doing my cut because they changed my schedule. Somebody's on vacation, so I had to work at another plant from 2 to 10 Thursday and Friday, so I couldn't do my live.
Now that's just a one-time deal, right? It's not a
Yeah,
schedule
yeah.
change.
No, just back. I'm back to normal Monday.
Yeah, somebody was asking me about that. I was like, I don't think it's a permanent thing at all. Um,
Then I tried to put some videos out this morning. You see, I did one on GPBOTS update, and I just did one on Uxie sacrifice
I
money.
saw the one about. I didn't watch the one about Uxie. I went to it, and then I started getting involved with Discord and going, "Where's the announcement?" And then
Mhm.
this is the way I cope with anxiety. Go live and get people to talk about it so it can reassure me. Um, compliment. I want to make a song for this intro. Well, why? I mean, it's been there forever. Why did you? Don't you do it? I don't know that. Um, yeah, now I'm getting comments here and there. Um,
You bearded wonder, huh?
what's up, the bearded wonder? Okay, okay. Are you getting the same messages I'm getting? I just got my phone just blew up. I wonder if
Oh
is
no,
that an announcement or just something. I don't know. I don't see
no,
anything.
no announcements yet. I could
Yeah,
probably, like I said, it'd probably be later on.
yeah, it might be. So yeah, and OBZ was encouraging me in the Discord. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, go live. I'll tune in. We'll see what's going on and everything." But let's see here. I don't know. I Yeah, I'm not going to bring up that comment. I don't know if that's a that's not. I don't know if that's nice or not. I don't know what that means.
What
Um,
is
a good day to all. Hopefully, we get the result anytime now, and let's get this cracking. I agree. I
I
agree.
mean, I pretty much know what the results gonna be. I believe, you
I
know.
mean, do we know though? I mean, there's so many times that I've been like in an election, been like everybody I talked to is like, yeah, you know, oh, I feel the same way you do. And then it's
I
like,
can't imagine
whoa,
it going the other way though. I just can't.
I don't, yeah, that's my, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Um, oh, there you go. So, yeah. So, OBZ, thanks. That's a friendly voice while we wait. Yeah, I'm glad Pride's here. I think that was before you got here. That's why he's here. Um, I think there's oh, Fowler's down there. Okay, so what? So custom games mods. He says talk about the Uxie plan. Um, you did a video on it. You
Yeah,
want to recap what you
basic.
were talking about?
It's basically what the same with the NFTs. We're going towards NFTs where you can whatever you sacrifice, whatever Uxie you sacrifice, you can actually decide how much of that Uxie sacrifice you want to pretty much put in towards an NFT. The NFT once it's in an NFT, you can earn rewards, and you can also, if you want to cash out, they call it burn your NFT, and you can take all your profits or do whatever you want to do, or you can transfer your NFT as well to somebody else. But if you transfer your NFT, those rewards are also transferred to the next person that buys that NFT.
Okay. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
buy multiple. Then you can buy multiple NFTs. Say you want to put like 20 Uxie in one NFT, you can do that. You can put 10 in one NFT. It's up to you. But whatever tokens you have, you can. They want you to purchase an NFT to take part of the rewards.
That's pretty. I like that. I mean, I don't know the whole tokenomics and everything. I mean, it seems
But
you know
nothing's been finalized, and
right.
nothing's been finalized yet. But that's the plan.
I have to say that with Nick and everything like that, I think he gained a lot of respect
Mm-hmm.
over the last week or so when he came out. Well, he probably gained a lot of respect when the team came out and said that Nick was going to be the core team lead, and then it was like, oh wow, I didn't even think about
Mm-hmm.
that. And then when he put out his plan from that Thursday, the week and a half that it's been or so, it's he's talked to everybody and
Yeah.
spent a lot of time out there. And I mean, I think he gained a lot of respect in the Vulcan community, obviously, and hopefully we can change that name soon. But and also in the Brewfied group too, because I remember the night that he was on our live with Bob and everything, and when
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
ended, he went over there, and it wasn't us. We were just we were backstage after we were talking and setting up. Well, I think we were setting up another some type of live or something like that, or talking about doing something like on X Space or whatever. Which I'm really pumped about that because I heard that they're making changes to that, but that seems very relaxed and comfortable and all that. But he uh he went over there, and I don't know if somebody told me or some of that was still on here. We went and watched it, and
Mm-hmm.
man, I'd say the first 10 questions were like, what are you doing here? And I think the expectation was that he was going to be like another Brian Legend. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it. The other guy. You're the other guy. So they're pretty aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were looking at it like, wow. And I sent Nick a message and I said, hey man, a lot of respect you going over there. I said, you got some of the real tough ones right now. And he said, well, and he said something to the effect, I don't want to repeat what he said, but it was something to the effect that he wasn't going anywhere, that he was going to listen to them, even if
Mm-hmm.
they were mad about it. There'd be a certain point that he would be like, okay, I listened enough and you just yelling at me and everything like that. And like 5 minutes later, the messages started turning into, so what do you think about this? And it
Mm-hmm.
was a collaborative effort going through it. I was just like, this is good. Like, this is good, entertainment or whatever. I don't know. It was like, I was like, I was on the edge of my seat with every question that they were talking about. And they were coming back, and I mean, it was great. So, with that, all that being said, and everything like that, I mean, Nick might even just end up going and doing, you know, going on the social medias for the blockchain, and doing it himself and everything like that. And if he
Yeah,
does,
he's doing it now.
if anybody hears or sees anything like that, we will bring that up. If he goes on another YouTubers, I mean, they're all here, so I don't know if they could do some. Not all of them, but there are some of them out there that aren't a part of this, that he could go on there. We'll stream it right here, you know, or we'll get off so that everybody can go over there or whatever. But I just think I'm pretty excited about what the future is going to be. Okay, somebody posted, and the winner is.
I know. I've seen it. You know.
Is that just saying that?
Yeah. Because nothing in the announcements or anything.
Oh, man, does this kill you? I'm just going to go to the comments. I was actually going to say something before, but I don't even remember. I'm so like, so you did something on GPBOT.
Yeah, I did a video on GPBOTS this early today, and I think member Melanin Delight.
Oh yes, of course I know her. She's awesome.
She's supposed to be going to GPBOTS office today, so that's kind of cool.
Is she really?
Yeah, in London.
You know, I think I heard her voice. Was she on Odonato's Christmas special around Christmas?
I think
Somebody was on that show, and I forget who it was because I watched it and then I get distracted, went off somewhere. But I don't know if it was her. Somebody's voice that's in the community. She was on there talking, and I was like, "Wow!" I mean, she had a great voice. I never.
She just has
I
an
wish,
accent. Like she talks
yeah,
like she's from like the UK, like like
yeah.
that, like chalk almost.
I wish she would be more, but you know, that's one of those things we were talking about the other day. It's like a lot of women are underrepresented because they just don't want to be out there, you know.
Yeah, they don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, and I
for
can
some
understand.
reason.
So what's he talking about? King Kaching, what are you talking about? I'm late. I was watching this crypto slug fudding.
Crypto slug. I don't know what that is.
Who's that? Was that Brian? Oh, the other guy?
I don't know.
Was he live? I didn't know he was live. Well,
that's right. He is live now, right? He is live now, isn't he?
Oh, he is live right now? Yeah, I got tagged in something where they were they took a picture. They took a picture and they said, could you explain why 99% of YouTube supporters on Seifu Vulcan have turned against you? What is the reason, in your opinion, that they left? I was tagged in that. I think that was from today, I guess, because I thought it was from the other day. It looks like he's got a different jacket on or whatever. So I was like, gee, I wonder why. We should have left you a long time ago. And that is my fault. And I apologize to the community as much as I possibly can. Oh, did you see? You know, there's something I want to kind of clear up and everything like that. I went on Daniel Prado's live yesterday.
And I was on that too. You saw me, I was on that too.
Yeah. I made a few comments, and it turned out to be like, oh, okay, you know, all right. There's nothing to. I think I asked I replied to Miss Worldwide, and I said, there's nothing to work out. I wish nothing but the best for you and Daniel. And she said, thank you, you too, and God bless you. And it just left it at that. But I went in there and I was just seeing what was going on and how Daniel was doing and everything. But Roy Kelly had posted something about calling me and others fools. And I was like, man, let's stop the name calling. I mean, really, let's just stop it. Yeah, I didn't say that. I was like, I see nothing has changed, all that kind of stuff. And he had a conversation back and forth, you know. And Daniel was like, hey, let's just temper it down, you know, and all that. And so then I'm in the Discord this morning, and I'm like talking and everything like that. And Roy Kelly, he sent a message to me, and he was like, man, if I offended you or anything, I didn't mean that, you know, and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, you know, I appreciate that. And I've always tried to defend him, especially when he went into Brewfied. There are a couple of times it was like, because, you know, they're very upset about a lot of the way they were treated and everything like that. So, I understand. And then I was like, hey, guys, you know, I know that Roy's on here, but he is a good guy, and and
He's one of those diehard supporters.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
He talked. I was like, I appreciate that, and wish him nothing but the best and all that. So that was nice, and it's kind of like it's just one small thing, but I hope that a bunch of people have those types of
Yeah.
stories where they're like, I didn't get along with this person because I felt this way, and we didn't agree and everything, but now I understand their points, and we'll just either agree to disagree or we can get along civilly. And that's what the key is. And I think that's what I was trying to make the point the other day, is that's what I think with Nick, is he's got that persona that he's going to listen to all points of view, and it's just going to trickle down through the communities, and people will be able to come together. Not, and I said
Kill
a
him,
group hug, and Nick was like, now we got a long way to go. Don't be.
kill him with kindness, right?
Yeah. And maybe
Mhm.
people will get past those moments, because we did have a person in that was uh, you know in charge or whatever, that created that environment to be each of us at each other's throats and stuff like that. So hopefully, um I'm it's past the vote, so I'm 100%. Hopefully Nick gets a yes, because I am all
Yeah.
for it. I've tried my best to be neutral, but hopefully he gets a yes, and hopefully that sentiment is you know all over the place for everybody. But yeah, I guess Brian is live.
Yeah,
Or
because King Kachin says he called me a famous futter today. I am touched.
oh my goodness. Did you save that? You got a screenshot of that? Because I put that on like my profile. Get a little tear in my eye. Coming from him. That's great. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he says that. Yep. So, and we are talking about Brian, right? Is that did he come
Yeah,
up with the?
I'm pretty sure because he's like I said, he's going live now. So
All right.
Shadow X, what's up, buddy?
Biz with the at the person you're chatting amongst yourself to not get the hosts confused when reading comments. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll probably I'll probably end up getting confused no matter what. Wise choice, money. It's always nice to see you, buddy. And Tartan Madman, can you give the community your thoughts on the 100,000 volume, and if it's achievable to get our one rebase per 24-hour block epoch? Thanks, guys.
I think it's very possible as long as we get projects. As
Yeah,
long
I
as we
think
get
I think
projects on the
it's gonna be
blockchain.
I think it's gonna be tough, but
I don't. I mean, like I said, if we get projects, 100,000 volume is really not that much at all. When you compare blockchain volume, you know, other blockchain volume, 100,000 is nothing.
yeah, like Nick has said in the lives and everything like that, is that, and he's realistic about that. He's like, whoa, we got rebranding to do. We got an
Mhm.
entity, a DAO to establish. We got all these different things. I think what Tartan Madman's saying here is, yeah, I think it realistically can happen, but we got a lot to do. And I think the team is going to be, well, I don't even know what the team is. I just think that Nick is going to direct whatever the team is to go in that direction. And it'll be a work in progress for a while, but I don't see why we couldn't get there. But
Yeah,
it may take a while, because all the things that Nick does, one of the key things that we need projects to come in.
right.
And I
That's the
think
main
that,
thing.
yeah, I think that we could have it set up absolutely perfect, and it doesn't get much traction. But if we're all sitting around and we're all on the same page with Nick and everything like that, and like he's doing, we're proud of the blockchain and everything like that. We got a good product out there. I don't see why projects won't come, but I think that's a long way off. But yeah, sure. I think Tartan Madman. I think it's realistic, but there's gonna be a lot to get into it to get there. But hopefully that answers you. Tartan Madman's very educated, man. He was always in there talking about stuff. And
I
um
was in the house.
yeah, Fowler said that he had to do some dad stuff first, and he tried to come.
So he got a little 2 year, right?
Yeah, he's
Or 1 year.
he was on the X Base last night, right? Well, I was hosting, and he was co-hosting, and mine was like acting goofy, so we went to his, and he was hosting, and I was co-hosting, and we were in there, but he had his mic off, or it was on, right? And Kryptonian had his on too, and there was a smacking sound going. And I thought I heard Fowler's daughter in the background, and then I just hear this smacking sound and everything, and I'm like, Fowler, what are you doing? He's like, man, that's not me. I'm not doing anything. And it was Kryptonian. He was like, sorry, guys, I'm at a birthday party. We're like, whatever, dude. You sound like you're beating the crap out of somebody. But that was funny. But yeah, he it was really good for him, because for Fowler, I mean, especially when he's got his daughter, he can actually engage and all that kind of stuff. And then he goes on mute, and other people are talking. And he's keeping an eye on his daughter and everything like that. So it was fun. So I'm sure Nick will be voted in. I'm happy about it. The only problem I have is on your last live, he said he trusts the remaining co-founders, the same people who lost our sacrifice money. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did he say he? I mean, well, yeah. I think you're right. I think you exactly the way he said that. Now, my whole thing is that as at this point right now, the way I feel is I trust what Nick's vision is and what he wants to do. I don't know him personally, in real life and everything, but he seems to be a pretty honest and genuine person, and I trust his vision and what he wants to do. So that's all I can go with right now. And I have the same concerns you do. And there's a whole lot of other things I'm concerned about, but he has addressed a lot of issues. And I think, man, that's all we can really ask for and everything. But yeah, I mean, your concern is valid. And I find it hard to believe that you could build that trust, but I mean, remaining co-founders, is he talking about? Is he including
talking about
Jason?
Adrian and Damien, Jason?
If he's talking about Jason, I that's going to be tough for me to understand. But if he's talking about Adrian and Jason, I just don't know enough about them. And
they did remaining co-founders: Adrian, Damien, and Jason.
And I've never seen anything with Adrian and Damien that they were like involved in, because the other guy and Jason have had AMAs where Jason is explaining where the money's going and all that kind of stuff. So I find it, I don't know how that worked out and everything like that, but with Adrian and Damon, I never got the impression that I had very little, I saw very little contact with them. So I don't know exactly how much they did know or didn't know or whatever. And hopefully that's something that Nick knows. And, like I said, I have faith in Nick. So hopefully that's something there. Oh yeah, this is A&A brings up this, is that, have you seen the artwork that Fowler has been putting out?
Yeah, looks dope. Nice.
Man, I'm telling you what, that's exactly what I was talking about when we were in the X base, and Nick was there, and a lot of his artist friends showed up. When they were talking and everything, I was going through their profiles, and they have some art that you kind of just get distracted. Like, people would stop talking and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted." But Fowler, man, he puts that stuff out. He put something out the other day, and he'll have to talk about it more because it's over my head. So he sent something, and it's like a virtual studio, virtual art gallery, I think. And you go in there, and you it's like you're in an art gallery walking around. And like you go and you like touch the piece of art, and you go, it pulls you like right in front of it, and you can sit and look at it. And I'm like, wow. But he had a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, that's the metaverse, man. Have a different world, man.
I'm telling you. Well, and if that's just something that, I mean, if those are the kind of projects that Nick's vision with the blockchain and his art packs and Decentrology and everything like that, if that is what he's in Nifty Dreams, if that's what kind of projects that will attract, I think that'll be really good for all of us. And then back to Tartan Madman's comment. I think that it's very viable if those types of projects and the creators, I guess, is what Nick was calling. They can come in and they can sell their works of their works, and
Mm-hmm.
the blockchain it'll be good for the blockchain. Um, yeah, I think that Fowler's just now starting to realize that it's okay for him to get his express what he creates and get it out there. Before it was more like
Yeah.
a silent thing. He didn't want to be
It's,
too vocal.
it's gonna be a mad time when we can like I know you big into gaming and stuff like that.
Mhm.
This I think it's a mad time you go into the game and like what's the game you play like with the shooting game? What was it called again?
Call of Duty,
Oh, the other one you was playing online.
Far Cry.
Yeah, Far Cry. It's like going to Far Cry and just seeing like let's say artwork in one of those rooms you go in and
Oh
being able
yeah,
to purchase them or seeing like a can of Coke on a table or something like that. It's gonna be more marketing in those games, I think, in the future.
yeah,
As
yeah.
far as
And I
stuff like
think
that.
and Fowler has a lot of good ideas as to how to integrate like gaming and stuff like that um, into the metaverse. Can we talk about what this means for Vulcan? What? So the vote. I'm assuming it's a vote, right?
Mhm.
So I think that I think that what this means for Vulcan is that I think that Vulcan will disappear. I think that I think the rebranding. I think that's high on Nick's list. I think even higher on his list is creating a DAO. And from what I understand, that's something that he would do in Dubai. And to me, that's something that every investor, community member, um, I don't know what the DAO is going to be structured at. I mean, I imagine people will be elected to it and everything like that, and they will, they'll be able to, like Nick said, that there's questions that he was asked that he couldn't answer because that would be something that the community would have to vote and all that. So the DAO hopefully would be something. I just think it's all more secure, and if they're doing the things that I thought that I liked about, when they have their meetings that are non proprietary and personnel based, when they have those meetings and stuff, if they could make them live or release
Yeah.
them to the public, that I think that's a good thing, because we could sit there and be like, they're like, we should buy a whole bunch of crayons, and we were like, why are you buying crayons, man? And we could put our input and say, don't do that.
Yeah. I'll
And
send you
if
some.
yeah, I'd be like, dude, I'll send you crayons, man. You don't have to waste money on getting those. Stop doing that. And then recording the transactions of what they pay for and everything. I think that's great. So I think that this means it means a lot more security for this part. This step means a lot more security for the community. Doesn't guarantee we're going to be successful. Doesn't guarantee we're doing 100,000 a day, all that kind of stuff. It just means that we're on the building blocks of creating a good foundation so that we can do those other things. So I don't know. What do you think, Pride?
That sounds exactly right. I mean, it's being more transparent. I've never seen any other blockchain, let you see their transactions with be like a window to their meetings and stuff like that to see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I would think that those would be, and he seemed very receptive about doing that.
mhm.
And I know that you don't want to do the ones that are like, "Hey, we're going to come out with this, incredibly awesome thing that no one ever's done before," and then they're announcing it to the world, and you don't want to do that. But different aspects of someone in the community, and that's another thing too. Someone in the community comes in and says, "Hey, I noticed that we're doing this. It's going to hurt the blockchain." And they're not like, "Oh, you're a futter, you're banned." No, it's like, "Oh, okay, we'll fill out this form or whatever, and we'll talk about it at one of our meetings." Oh, there you go. I
Yeah.
mean, you have a voice. That's what my thing is, that I don't want people to be. We had that before. It was created like that. If you said anything against the previous
You're
guy,
banned. Yeah, you're
yeah, you
banned.
get banned or you get ridiculed or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. And you can't fault a lot of the people that were doing it, because they're thinking of it as a point of view, as they didn't even maybe listen to the question, didn't understand it, but they think, oh, you're just trying to mess up my project, or you're messing with my money. They don't
Hmm.
and they don't take the question serious and don't know for sure. But hopefully that answers your question. Marshall, love and light to you both, CKL, Pride, and the rest of my blockchain brothers and sisters. Getting second cup of coffee. Talk on, man. I'm telling you
Second
what.
cup already? Huh.
There's people were in there early. I mean, there's a lot of people that were, and
Well, I guess
I'm
if
not
you're in,
gonna
I guess
call out.
yeah, if
What's
you're on the
that?
West
Go ahead.
Coast, I about to say, guess if you're on the West Coast, it's only 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true. But
So I
I'm not
guess
gonna
the
call
second
out
cup.
anybody in particular. But somebody was there long before the time was ready for it to be announced, and that
Mm.
person, I know that person's like, "Come on!" But do you think that I drink a lot of water? Do you think that water in the morning is a lot colder than it is like later in the day?
I don't know. For once, I don't even like drinking cold water for some reason.
I don't either, but when I drink it in the morning, it seems like it's a lot colder than later in the day. I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just me.
Maybe because it's the first thing in your stomach, you can feel it. Like you can actually feel it going down. You know.
Oh, here we go. Uh, I think you meant comment, Chris. Admitted that I was right about the Central Time. You know what? You're not right. The real time is Eastern Standard Time, and if
Hmm.
you know that, well, he said there was a comment, and he was like, no, maybe he's on Central Time. I'm like, no, but you know what? The funny part about it is you and I are on Eastern Time, and almost
Yeah.
everybody else is Central Time.
Right.
So we're, they're keeping us honest, I guess. But I don't know. So what's up, Chris? Pride, let's go. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, morning.
Hoping to enjoy a nice cigar after work today. Probably a Drew Estate. Ooh, that's very nice. Very nice. I wonder when he gets off work. Oh, look,
Mm.
he's got a cigar in his. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that before, Anthony. Um, and we want to. Do we have a lot of new questions or anything like that? I mean, we're all kind of just chilling. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if there's anything coming up or whatever. Hi, everybody. Uh, so were you the one that had the comment on my YouTube about asking questions about Bob? If you were, I replied to you. I think you saw it and you replied back to me. But I mean, did you get a chance to go check out that information or anything like that? Just let me know if it was helpful or not. But he was asking me about when Bob had come on. He was like, where's Bob come from? Like who is Bob? You remember that movie? Or where is Bob or who's Bob? I forget that. There's a movie that was like in the 80s or something. Who's Bob or something like that. But he was asking me about it, and I was telling him he's like a web. He's a not like, but he's well known outside of
Hmm.
our community as a blockchain developer and all that. And that him and quite a few others in the Brewfied group have a whole that under the Seifu files, and that's the non-discussion part. They have all the things that they've been talking about for like the last year, and everything. I've been researching it quite a bit, and it's not everything, but I'd say 90% of what they posted over the last year has been correct. So maybe even more than that. It's just what I've seen. But and one of the things that's really great about that, you can go in there and there is no discussion. So nobody's going to be giving you any grief. You just go in there and you're just reading the information, pulling it up on your own. You can go into Brewfied, go right there, check it all out, and then you can leave. And you won't have to put up
Yeah.
with any kind of anything. But I mean, a lot of people don't. There's some people that seem to just go in there and want to stir it up. Or they're mad because they came into the Vulcan Discord and stirred it up. So, but hopefully that ends real soon. Aris did Aris is, he announced in the Discord. I want to make sure that I say it exactly right because it is pretty awesome. Um, let me see here. Oh, where did it go? Oh, he says, Chris, today I will do as baby reveal.
Oh.
And he says,
Wow.
I'm going to be super happy, but additionally, I want to be more happy if Nick won the vote.
Everybody
That's
know Nick. I'm calling it Nick won the vote.
I mean,
I'm
Yeah,
calling it.
I can't imagine anybody. But like I said, there was somebody that put out there that they weren't voting because they disagreed with a few things, but they weren't like voting no. They were just like, I'm not going to vote, but I will go with whatever the community, and I can respect that, and that's a respectable
Mm-hmm.
position. I mean, you know, I mean, if you're going to go out there and be like, I'm not voting for him because Nick, he's got a white beard like me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm not voting for him. That doesn't make any sense. Come up with it. But that's a very valid point, and I can understand his or her position on that. So, Fowler says 0% chance people vote no as majority to come this far to say no is messed. Well,
Right.
yeah, I guess he's right. Easy win for Nick unless he is running against Biden or Pelosi. Then I'll be worried. Let's go. um, and you can transfer the NFTs to other wallets. So
Yep.
is that a part of the Uxie, what you were talking
Mm-hmm.
about? Nick isn't disrespectful. He's being honest as he can. Did somebody say he's? Did I say he was being disrespectful? I hope not. I mean,
No.
when he went into those chats and everything, a lot of people were disrespectful towards him and stuff like that. But maybe it came across that way. But Nick was like, "I'm here to answer real questions." So I've never seen Nick be disrespectful to anybody. Oh, the other guy's live right now. That's funny. That's funny. What? I saw another comment there. I guess they post them in Brewfied and everything. Kind of give you the play-by-play over there.
Uh,
Saw another comment about. I want to try to bring it up. Uh, so, well, this person's not even on an alt. They came right in and asked us, will you post receipts for all payments made for full transparency, similar to how Nick is planning to post all receipts in full?
what
You know what?
do you
That
say?
deserves
No.
it. No, I
No
don't know if
answer.
he
No.
answered or not, but that deserves. I'm gonna put this person on blast so that they can, hopefully he's okay with it. But this is he's a person that's in Brewfied, so it's yeah, I guess that's a thing. But let me figure out how to bring this up the correct way. So, where's he at? There he is. All right. All right, so I'll present this. Oh, there we go. So, that's not the right one. I'm sorry. Oh, I did bring it up. There it is. Here it is. Here is this one. Yeah, there it is. So it's Wolfgram. I guess that screenshot
Oh,
on
he's in the comments here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope he's not. Man, he's probably in there. Get that off the screen. I don't think. I think he's very proud of it. Actually, I think I would.
I wonder what he said
Yeah, I wonder what it was. Um,
on the live stream.
Teddy's,
I wonder how he answered it.
yeah, Teddy One says, I would like to know if our coins are linked to the NFTs and not the wallet address. It would be easy to move your holdings into another wallet. Hmm. I think.
I
I
think
think.
they're gonna be linked to the NFT if you decide to get an NFT.
And we're talking about Uxie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is
So I
that
don't know.
that is that what Teddy One's talking about, or is he
Oh, I
talking
don't
about?
know. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Well,
don't
the
know.
NFT for Vulcan, that's just for the boost. So right.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't see anything in Vulcan. I don't know if we're going to even know anything about any kind of a vote.
Yeah, because what time is it in Australia now? It's like
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put him on blast on this. This is you guys will like this. You guys will like this. This comes from Garfield. and I've noticed a lot of input that they've had in the community and everything like that. So I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna put it on the live, buddy. If I upset you, too bad. So, and I'm gonna do it full out. I'm gonna do it full out. You're gonna be like, whoa. And I won't add Teddy ones to it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Teddy, I hope we answered that part of that question, but I am going to do. Here we go. He said, Garfield's like, breaking news. This is the announcement that there will be an announcement coming to be announced by the announcer. we're all sitting there waiting for an announcement, but we got breaking news though. So I don't know. I'm just goofing off. Where are we at? We're at. Oh yeah, right here. Hi all. Just logged in. I'll catch up. You don't have to catch up. We haven't been doing anything but just talking. Like no news. We don't have any kind of special guests. We don't have any information. We're kind of waiting for any kind of announcement that the team would have about the results of the vote. But I don't. You know what? I'm not bringing him. No, someone just sent me like I think the reply to what he said, but I'm not bringing him up, dude. I'll leave that to everybody else. That was my baby girl Samantha. What is that? Is that in the? I thought that was your son. Are we talking about the breaking news one that your son is in the background, or are we talking about something else? I don't know. Let me know, Teddy. I'm curious. I got Vulcan and a few hot wallets that I need to transfer to cold wallets on mainnet. Does my NFT move to the cold wallet as well? I don't know, but okay. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I know that Nick was talking about that, but those were compromised wallets. Did you see his discussion back and forth about a compromised wallet? Somebody was like, if I can verify and all that kind of stuff. And he said, well, it's very difficult for us to figure this out. We got about 20 days to figure it out. He said, can you send me information? And it'll probably be the beginning of next week before he can start working on a solution. So hopefully that works out.
Yeah, first we gotta get Nick to be the boss first. Then we can kind of,
right. Yeah, I keep saying that. I kind of get ahead of myself on a few things. I don't want to mislead the community, but
I feel like
Shadow X is. Yeah, I think you might be right. But oh my lord, Telon, you know what? Now you're just trolling me.
Oh, it was Samantha with the voice on Odie's.
Live. Samantha's voice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I had never heard her before on any lives or anything like that, so it was very nice to hear from her. So, Telon, I'm not putting that up. I don't care. The official blockchain announcement belongs on pineapple and pizza. No, man. You're on, no, that is me censoring you. Oh, so Bioflame says yes. I think is that the yes. Oh, yes, the other guy. I got to get caught up on the comments because they're talking about things that are going on now. Where's the DAP? When vote? Oh, I think people are just having a good time now. They're like, oh no. Oh no, that's something else. RJ, RJ joined us in the X space several times. So it's been nice to talk to them. Am I going backwards? Oh, Nikki,
yeah.
he said, he said this twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's correcting it. Yeah, it was unreal. That guy needs help. There you go. Yeah, I think he's trolling all of us, to tell you the truth. I actually think we're just like in a matrix with this stuff because some of the things he says, he's like, it's like, I don't even. Oh, yeah. 100K transactions, not 100K volume.
Oh, yeah, probably serial scam background, and they still struggle.
Yeah. I think everybody is right now. I think it's tough in the crypto world, but if it's one of those things that we can all get behind the foundation as to what we want. Man, get this off my screen. Um, it's something that we want. I think it'll come. I think it'll come eventually. I mean, it's going to be a long time from now. Um, the way it is right now and the way that he wants to set it up in the future, I have a lot of confidence in. But I mean, I can't tell you for sure what's going to happen a month from now. You know, that's we just don't know. But we can only know up until today. You know.
Yeah.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Looks like we got it caught. Oh, this is just. Oh, okay. Wolfram says he's going to rewatch the response. To summarize, marketing in all forms, including YouTube, giveaways, etc., are not receivable. The development side does not provide him receipts because he knows the devs personally. Only legitimate companies will have invoices, and he said he can provide those. That's when he's
Oh
talking
yeah.
about the receipts and stuff. So,
Mm.
yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah, it's my buddy. Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
buddy. Let me just take millions of dollars off ramp through Gate.io, and I'm just paying my buddies to do stuff that
Yeah.
I never delivered. And then the legitimate company got paid for what they did. They got paid a small amount, and then I think there was miscommunication as to how much they said that they paid them, as opposed to what Nick was like. Whoa, you didn't pay me that. But
Right.
so I think Nick has to be careful what he says until the entity is incorporated. Once that's done, I think you will see changes at the top. He already said he has a team ready to come in. And I cannot agree with you more.
Yeah.
And without constantly bringing that up, I know that people have questions, but legally, if it was Nick and I in a room and he was asking for my legal advice, I'd be telling him to say no comment when it comes to any of that stuff. Just do not engage in it. Do not comment. Nothing. Go on. And I think he's been very good about it. But I know that that doesn't help people out there that are like, well, every one of us out there like, hey, we want some justice there. But we'll see. The other guy kept erasing comments. What is he hiding? I know he's hiding because he's going to scam people.
Hmm.
He's like, I'm hiding the fact that can you see that? See, Brewfied had something. Brian was putting up posts a couple weeks ago, right? And he had hardly
I don't
any
know. He
kind of.
blocked me. I can't see anything.
Well, I don't even go there, but they had screenshots of it. But and he, you know what? I blocked it. He follows me, and I asked him on a live to stop following me.
Mhm.
And then I went back there like next week or a couple days later, and he was still following me. So I was like, you know, I don't block people. I'm gonna block you.
Yeah.
I don't want you. I want your name up there with my thing. But they had screenshots of his putting stuff out, and it had very limited amount of engagement. And it's like 2 days later, he would put stuff out, and it was just skyrocketing. It was like hundreds of thousands of views and a lot of likes and everything. It's like, and then they posted things of where he, I guess he was buying engagement,
Oh
and
yeah.
you know how people put out those things. If you go to this tweet and you know
Yeah.
whatever, you get $50 or whatever. He
Right.
was like, so I guess he's buying the stuff now. I don't know,
Yes. Yeah. You know, everybody knows that.
and I feel safe with Nick. Yeah, yeah, I can. You know, so
Remember, because he
far,
had,
I mean, yeah.
remember. Yeah, remember his Twitter files used to be at 100 something, like 110,000. Now his Twitter files is like down to like last time I seen it was like 40 something thousand.
You know, I remember seeing a live where I think Daniel was saying that his amount of followers and stuff like that. I mean, I'm Daniel wasn't saying anything mean or wasn't like, you know, I think Daniel was like, wow, look at all his followers, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow. But now he's lost a lot of them
That's the same
since
thing,
then,
but
or
yeah, because he's always pretty much paid bots, just like in the Discord.
oh
How the Discord numbers are inflated. We don't have 30,000 people in the Discord.
yeah. I always thought that stuff was kind of weird, but I was naive to the fact of being able to buy social media stuff. I never could understand why you would want to do that because of the fact that I mean, well, if you put out a video and you buy something, or you put out a post and you buy something, you would have to do that all the time because people would be like,
Mm.
you know what I mean, and that could get. I would imagine that's expensive. I wouldn't post anything. I'd be like, oh, I'm not posting it ever again. I get 100,000 views or something, and then I cancel my account. Done. I'm not gonna spend that money to do that. But I guess that's a part of his marketing stuff. So, oh, okay. I think I think Terry said to say hi to you, Terry, Crypto Terry.
Oh, what's up, Terry?
I
Peanut
didn't
butter
read it
man.
all. I didn't think I
I had a
read
peanut
this.
butter jelly sandwich yesterday too.
Did you?
Hmm.
He does,
And I'm
man.
going to try. Oh, I'm going to try whiskey today for the first
Oh,
time.
oh yeah. What are you gonna try?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think you'll enjoy it. Depends on what it is, you know.
So I'm going to a bar later on. I told my wife I'm going to try some whiskey. And
If
she's like,
have you ever had whiskey before?
no.
Okay, get it on the rocks.
And she said, why do people always have, I can ask you this question, why do people always smoke a cigar when they have whiskey?
Well, I think it's because of I think the taste of bourbon. I prefer bourbon with a cigar, but some people do like cognac and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the mixture of like the port, the cognacs, things like that, and the cigar together. It's like sometimes it can feel, it's like a lot of guys feel it's like it's a, dessert after dinner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just the combination of the two, depending on the cigar. Some cigars are just nasty no matter where they're at. But cigar bars are fine, but they really have a bad problem with getting um, the smoke out and the smell out. So most of the time, friends and I, we do it like sitting out by like a fire, sitting out talking and having a few drinks and a cigar or something like that. It's not like, to me, I just don't think cigars should be on in the inside. It just, you can't get rid of that smell. And I don't have any
Yeah.
cigars in my house. So, well, I have them in my house, but I don't smoke them in my house.
Yeah.
But the partners should not be on the core team. Well, at least Jason shouldn't be. We need a team that we can trust. Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about that, and I agree with you. But I think that Nick's. I think that if Nick gets the vote, which hopefully he does, and but if Nick gets the vote, we'll we'll let him handle that, and then we can only go with the information that's in front of us at this moment. And I think that Nick is good for us. Nick did say that he is up to pulling up a community vote regarding Jason staying on the team if he was voted as team member, if the community wants that or voices that concern. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I'm all for that. I agree with you, Tartan Man. The community needs to vote if we want Jason, Adrian, Damien to remain on the team. I think.
Well, I think kind of like somebody has to I think somebody has to be like from the original on the team, just because they the ones that kind of like brought the project to the forefront. I can't see them getting rid of everybody.
Well, I mean, I don't know enough about Adrian and Damien, but I do know
Yeah.
this. I do know that if this community votes yes for Nick's plan,
Mm-hmm.
if they want to stay on the team, they need to be 100% committed
Yeah.
to Nick and Nick's
Right.
plan.
Right.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
in any kind of business, every time if you don't buy into the product and what you're delivering to market, why are you even there? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And if they don't believe what Nick's doing and the community's voted on it and the actions that Nick takes, that's the first thing. They're going to have to be on the same page with Nick. And I hope that I know that Nick would be like, that's what, he agrees with that and everything like that. So then they got that. And then Nick needs to evaluate whether that he can truly trust them to do what's in the best interest of his plan, which in turn is in the best interest of the community. So if those areas are taken care of, I don't know. I just leave it up to Nick, but they're going to have to be
Mm-hmm.
very vocal about the fact, that they are supporting Nick's plan, and what Nick wants to do with the blockchain. And then also in turn, the DAO that's created, that if they're 100% that yes, if the DAO comes out and says we need to do this, I will support it 100%, that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Uh, Tartan Man, hopefully Nick will be on the first plane to Dubai to set up the entity if he is voted as team leader and push forward aggressively. I mean, he did say that several times, that was one of the top priorities for him, and he's agreeing. What's everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. Gus Navarro. Or the moderators are told what to do in certain situations. I don't know where that came from. I mean, they're going to do a whole new Discord and everything. Elemental. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
I think that, I mean, they're in the Discord and everything like that. I think they're a really good moderator, and I think Biz is too. I
Yeah.
hope that those guys are the guys that,
I'm told what to do.
guys or girls. I don't know if elemental what they are, but I see them in the different Discords, and they seem to be pretty even, and fair, you know. And I hope that there's one rule that the mods have and everything like that is nobody gets banned. Maybe you time them out for a couple hours or something.
Well, he did say he's gonna vet the moderators.
Yeah.
So we maybe get new ones. They got to be on board. Can't be banning everybody every 2 seconds, and you know, or maybe he would have a vote for the moderators as well. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe that's some. Maybe that's all the different things that moderators do. Though, I mean, someone could get voted that has no clue, and we're all like, but we voted them, and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I know very little about Discord, and I know that if my name was up on anything like that, I'd be like, you seriously don't want me doing it, because I'd be like, oh, well, what the hell? I'll just ban you.
Yeah.
I know banning, but you don't want me with that power. Like, I don't like your icon. Oh, Jason, what? Do you guys really want me to play this crap? It's just advertising for him. I'm not going to play it. I'll watch it later. Jason sent me a couple clips of Egghead. I'm still undecided about Jason due to his friendship with BL and his ties with him, but I do trust Adrian and Damien as they have worked with Nick before. That's an interesting. I mean, ultimately, really, is it if we're going to vote Nick, yes, and he's going to move forward his plan. He's going to create a legal entity, all that. I mean, I will trust what he does. That's all I'm going to say. I can't. I have my opinions and everything like that, and I agree with Tartan Madman. I mean, Damien and Adrian have worked with Nick before. And they seem to be pretty good guys. And honestly, they didn't have that Uxie Labs LLC or whatever. That never existed. So they really didn't have any standing to say one thing or the other. And I would be shocked. Surprised that if Adrian and Damien worked with Nick before, and they knew.
Well, they worked with him at ePlays, I believe.
Right. Yeah. And Nick showed or not Nick. Somebody brought it up. Fowler brought it up and showed it during a live. And they I can't believe that it would be that kind of a conspiracy. I don't think Adrian and Damien knew. They had suspicion and stuff like that, but they didn't know. You know what I mean? I don't say with Jason, I'm the same way with Tartan Man. I'm unclear, and it seems weird because you go back and look at AMAs and stuff like that, and you're like, you're actually talking about paying the bills. Why wouldn't you know? All this stuff. But I don't know. We'll find out, and I'll trust what Nick does. So Seifu Dad says,
Yeah, 1 a.m. on that Sunday. That's actually what time it is in Australia
"Oh, okay.
for the info to come out. Because a lot of them are in Australia. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? I'm not a big fan of lemon. I mean, I like some lemon. Didn't you have like a lemon candle the other day or something?
yeah, I love lemon scent candles.
It got even. I was at the store and I was like, Pride likes
Yeah,
lemon. I
yeah,
smelled like a melter thing, not a candle. It
yeah.
was just when you put in a melter. It
I got
smelled
like
pretty
five
good.
different candles right here, man. Lemon candle.
But that's my issue is like with lemon and stuff like that, and especially when I smell it, it just smells like something's clean.
Then I had some of these. You about to go to hotel
What
San
is
Destin.
that?
That's almond.
Oh,
Chocolate
okay.
covered almonds.
Oh, yeah, from Destin, huh?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff going on down there. It's a good place. I like that. So, always start your day with 16 ounces of lemon water. Is it lemon water or is it water that you put like slices of lemon in?
It's probably slices of lemon. They say
That's what I would think.
it gets your metabolism going early in the morning.
Yeah, because I would be concerned about like if I went to the store to buy lemon water, you never know what's in it. It's
Mm.
like some type of lemon flavoring or anything like
Yeah,
that. Man, I wonder if is anything going on. It's like dead silent.
yeah. He's sleeping.
I don't know. And you know what? Then someone needs to go wake them up. That's all I'm saying. This is completely inappropriate. Um, hope our sacrifice intact. Yeah, I think it is because it's my story. 3 wallets. Last week, one of my wallets was showing 0, was not even a part of it or whatever. But when they made the changes and did the updates, all my wallets were showing. So, and hopefully that's worked out because it wasn't there. Was there an issue with the Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that works out. I think it has, but we'll see, and we'll give them. Um, I think Nick has the great thing about Nick, and what I really enjoy, is that I noticed that in one of the first AMAs, when Nick was talking, he went and he started writing down information or comments that people had that he was going to have follow ups with, and I always like to see that, but I think it's even more important like within a couple hours, he is posting something about his follow-ups and what he did and what he's going to do. So it was like, not only was because if you write down notes at a meeting and you're just done, you never even refer back to them, you don't do anything. It's one thing. So you give people respect for the fact that they're writing down information, but even more, they follow it through. That's what I like. And it was just a simple gesture, but
no
I don't
sense
know
writing
how
down if
many
you're not gonna follow
times.
up.
Yeah, but how many times we'd be on or we see an AMA with the other guy, and it'd be like
Never
he'd
write
already
nothing
have his
down.
answer, and he'd be like, "Yeah, well, we can
Yeah,
do this, we can do that." It's like I don't think he owned a pen,
yeah.
but
You might have Louis Vuitton pen.
what'd you say? I didn't hear.
I say you might have had a Louis Vuitton pen.
Yeah, is that whole situation to me is creepy now. I go look back at it because all the stuff going on with Richard Hart and everything like that,
Yeah,
and then he doesn't have his hood. I just noticed he doesn't have his hood on today.
yeah.
So I thought he had his hood on because he got hair plugs. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why did he have a hood on that was just so tight around your face the whole time? You know what I mean? I thought that was weird. And it was like he was almost covering something up. So I thought maybe that's the reason why he was doing it. But evidently in his video today, he didn't have a hoodie on today. But who knows? Thanks, guys. I am not half as anxious as I was before. Yeah, you and me both. Now I'm just like, come on, let's just get this done with. Or the money is gone. Well, yeah, the money is gone. So, are we talking about Uxie? Is that what we're talking about? The sacrifice on Uxie? Because the money's gone from everywhere else except for
Yeah.
Uxie. So it's basically the money we're starting with is Uxie money. So hopefully, with the plan that Nick has and what he wants to do, we'll have some investors, some different areas, and we can move forward. But as it is right now, Nick's got a plan out there. We're voting on it, and hopefully, it goes in the right direction. And it goes good for everybody. Good morning, everyone. Jason, I appreciate you sending me those things. I will watch them later. What about Bob? Is that Hank? Are you talking about that? That's the movie? Because I remember there was a movie. It's like What About Bob or something like that. But I'm not sure if you're asking about what about Bob legitimately what we were talking about. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, at the minimum, Jason must go. Yeah, I think. There you go. It is the movie name. Yep. What about Bob? That dates us, man. Hank, you and I. There's everybody here's like we have no idea what you guys are talking about. That's all right. That's all right. Ask your grandpa about it. He'll let you know. Sky High's like Pride win Lambo.
Oh man, I don't know. The Mega Millions is $1.5 billion tonight, so maybe I take a shot at that.
Sonny T's like I say he won by 90 plus percent. Do you? I mean, yeah, I could see that, but that to me, whenever I feel like that, I'm very confident in the vote, but I don't want to be too confident. You know what I mean?
What would be somebody's reason to vote no?
Well, really? Like the other person that was posting, abstained from voting, didn't vote no, but said, "Hey, I disagree with a few things, but I'm not going to vote no. I'm just not going to vote, and I'll go with whatever the community does." So that's respectable. I could see that. So. Oh, okay. I thought this was. I was like, "What the heck are you asking?" Eurus.
I'm actually going to look at some cars. I was going to look at some cars today later on.
Breaking news: CNN has projected that Nick is the winner.
And CNN always right too. So hey,
scientists, or at least 80%. I think you're 90% is right.
We need some polls to restart reporting. Put a poll up.
Yeah. All right. I'll put a poll up. Well, then that means people would have to go to my live, and I don't want to pull them off of where they're at.
Okay.
If they're all right, I'll put it up on mine. Whoever's watching and everything, and yeah, so I'll put a poll up. What do you want me to do? The poll. So you gonna put one up on yours?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll just type it together. You put it up on yours, put it up on mine, and we'll go with it. What do you want to say? Is like, do you think that Nick won the vote? Do you want to do? Well, we don't want to be that confident to be like Nick won. How much did he win by? Do you think the result of the vote is a
just
yes?
Will I vote for Nick? Yes or no?
Oh yeah. So we want to know what the community wants. If what was your vote? And it's anonymous, so it's not like they're telling us. So like, did you vote? Let's see. What
will Nick win the vote?
You vote for? That's all I'm gonna put. What did you vote for? It'll be yes or no. That's easy. Hopefully. People are gonna be like, man, I don't know what this vote means. Ask the community. All right. What did you vote for? It's out there. All right. So, Sonny T, you're probably right on the 90 plus, but I'm just one of those guys that when I see it, I see it. I don't want to be too excited, but I really do think that he got a yes. I do think that. You think that too, right, Pride?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, Robert's like, where do you vote? What do you mean, where do you vote? Robert? Oh no. Oh, wait, is that on the poll? And what would be if you're talking about the poll, which I don't think you are, but if you are, where it's on my YouTube and Pride. You put it on yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's on those two. The other guys, they're actually not here. They're going to try to jump on, but tough in the morning. But they wanted. I asked them if they were okay if I sent it to their their channels, and they were like, "Heck yeah, get as many people as possible to see what's going on." And we basically started off with the fact that we were hoping that we were going to get the news of what the results of the vote was, but I don't think we're going to get it. So where do we vote? I hope you're not serious, Robert. Man, what do you think about flash loans? What are
Flash
flash
loans.
loans? Is that like a project, or is that like you talking about that for money for the blockchain? Is that?
Uh,
Uh-huh. Why not wait for Nick to look into Jason before going after him on assumptions? If Nick finds he helped BL, you can bet he's out. Just chill. Yeah, I agree with that, but I think a lot of people are like, it's going to take a whole lot. If Nick finds out that he's like, okay, I'm confident in Jason and everything like that. Like I said, I'll whatever Nick says, I will be like, I will trust Nick's judgment. But if he says that he's good with Jason and the rest of the team and everything like that, I don't think it's going to be as easy, even for Nick, to be like, yeah, they're good. I think it'll be a little bit of explaining, maybe and a little bit of maybe the whole team does some type of a live or something like that where they're explaining their positions now that they're legally in a DAO and everything like that. We could see more, but I think it's going to take a little bit more explaining than like Nick's like, yeah, I trust him. We're done. And I think Nick knows that too. I mean, a lot of people feel that way, but I think you're right, Sky High.
I'm gonna take off about.
Compton. I see Compton in
Yeah.
there. And yeah. Okay, dude. You don't have to come on. That's cool. That's cool, bro. You're fine.
I'm gonna take off around 12 o'clock. I gotta take my son to baseball practice.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll be up here. I probably won't stay on too much longer if we don't have any news or anything like that going on. I mean, people get tired of listening to my voice, I'm sure.
We're going
Jason
tomorrow
out.
too, right?
You what?
I said we're going tomorrow too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, we've been doing the Sunday Night Live, but if we've been doing a lot this week, if people want to take a break or something like that. I have no guests. I was just focusing on Nick the whole entire time. And I don't know if Nick will want to do anything. You know, I don't know if Nick will want to do anything or if he'll be like busy running off doing his stuff. So I don't know if he'll want to go do anything. And if anybody wants to join, I mean, we can keep it very short or something like that. But I have no problem just going through. If anybody wants to join me, let me know. You're more than welcome. And if when Pride takes off, or even now, but maybe I'll go through the comments. And as long as we got comments going on, I'll just read them out and give my opinion. And if anybody wants to join, it's like, oh, Prism Chain is there. Yeah.
Prism Chain.
Yeah, we had TCL and them on last night, and Randall was on there. Such a great time with those guys. I have so much respect for what they do and how they interact and what they think about the community and all that kind of stuff. And they want good things for everybody. And Biz says we can do B&B pot Pride.
Trying to spend my money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Tartan Madman. I think everybody's got a reasonable. He answered it on record.
I'll do B&B pot tomorrow.
Is that you know what? I just need to get through these comments, get down here. There's so many things I'm getting confused by what they're talking about because I'm so far behind. It was a long-winded non-answer. I'm fine with my comments being posted. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Once I get off here, be like, well, I don't want to get hate or rage DMs about me. What I'm saying. I'm more curious to see how many no votes he actually got. Think about it. I'd expect a few of you can't please everyone, but if it's anything but a landslide, will it temper Nick's speed or change level of change? I don't think so. I think Nick is just wanting to know what the majority of the community wants, and he's going. He's going with it. And I do think if it is a no, And I do like what he said about that he was willing to go, go back and negotiate some things and stuff like that. So that was very, I mean, it kind of felt at first, it was like, you do it my way or the highway. And we're all like, what? And it was like, no, no. And he kind of put it out there. He's like, no, I mean, this is the plan that I have. He listened to a lot of people, especially with Bob. I thought that was phenomenal when he was listening to Bob and they were talking back and forth and stuff like that. That was great. But then, but then he was like, hey, yeah, if it is a no vote, he has no problem with negotiating and talking about different things. So that was good. You get an NFT for your coins, governance and vesting schedule connected to it. If the vesting schedule is connected to it, is the coins connected to that NFT and not the address? Well, wouldn't it be connected to the NFT? Am I not reading that right?
I would believe so. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
All right. So I'm gonna keep going, but I don't know for sure that answer, Teddy. I'm not positive about that. It's it. You probably end up knowing more than I will in the long run. Um, and I came in late. What was the verdict of the blockchain? It wasn't. We don't have it yet. We don't have it, Richard. Oh, not out yet. He's already seen it. Okay. Okay. So he's posting the time again. Hey, Chris, I think my question to Nick the other night wasn't clear. Are we able to see our total bag count in our wallet during RC1 and be able to transfer to other wallets even though it's vested?
RC1.
The beginning, like when the first phase of when it goes
Oh,
out. Now, I'm not positive on that, but I thought I understood, and we'd have to get a correction on it. I thought that he said yes, but it could only be between wallets. There could be trading, but it could only be to wallets. It couldn't be out to the public. But it's going to be put into our wallets and we will be able to see it. Right? And he says, I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
yeah, I believe so
So
too. I remember that.
yeah, don't quote me on that though, because I mean, RJ, that's what I thought when he was. Yeah, that was your question. I thought when I heard it, he was like, yeah, you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to move it from wallet to wallet, but it won't. You can't do it to the public,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so we're back. Yeah, so it's definitely Samantha. But you can only claim your vol with the wallet you sacrifice from. Right. So once you sacrifice and it gets into your wallet, then you do it. You can do whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the sacrifice is like that origination point has to be what you sacrifice from. Okay, Roy Kelly. Oh, look at that the graph. I wonder what is that. I wonder what that chart is. Look how that
Oh
green
yeah.
candle's going up. Uh, Chris, it meant what I said. I also really hope the whole community can eventually come together again. Everybody, yeah, yeah, I appreciate it, and I meant what I said too. I mean, I think you're a good guy, and I've always thought that, and hopefully, people can start noticing people's positive qualities than their negative ones. So, and if we disagree on stuff, we can come to an agreement. You taking off, Pride?
Yeah, I'm taking off, Chris.
All right, buddy.
I see. All right.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
So, Senior Rojo, good morning, everyone. All right. Uh, Barry G, good morning, Chris and Pride. I haven't been around for a while, playing catch up after the dust settled 100% all the way with Nick. Awesome. That's great. And if you have any questions, I probably won't be able to answer most of your questions because a lot of the technical stuff are a lot of the other guys. They know a heck of a lot more than I do. But if you have any questions or anything like that, you can reach out to me. You can ask them here. We'll try to figure it out. If not, I'll send it off to somebody that I think can answer it. Or for that matter, if you know it and you want to come on, let me know. But and then hello dears, how to get the NFTs? How it will be for sacrifice. We have to invest more to get the NFTs. Are we talking about the Uxie sacrifice? Um, I don't think we have to invest more in Uxie sacrifice, but I don't know. That's something you'll probably have to talk to them. TLDR, no receipts. Yeah. God, that guy just drives me nuts. Did you say when they were going to announce? Did they say? No, they didn't, and that's my fault because I didn't even think. I thought about it this morning. I know. It's like hindsight's 2020, but I didn't bring it up at all in any of my discussions with Nick or anything like that. If the results of the vote would be something that would be announced right after, I was kind of hoping. But this whole thing started because of the fact that we were like, they're going to announce soon. We can't sit in this Discord and talk about it anymore. We're going to go live. We'd rather talk about it live and get our opinions out. But yeah, yeah. I think the natives are getting restless here. They're like the voting stopped 3 hours ago. It's like Nick, come on, buddy. Is it Nick that's going to be announcing it? I don't know. Might be. Do you think that Nick should be the one to announce it? I mean, or should it just be a post by someone in the Discord and they just put it out? I mean, I don't care who it comes from as long as it's accurate, right? Hey, Singer, congrats on your wedding. I hope your daughter is doing well. Also, yeah, I heard that Senior Rojo, you were on your honeymoon. I heard that, so hopefully everything was great. So okay, yeah, yeah, it does say it, and yeah, Westworld that Nick did pin a message saying that it would end at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I don't know. We didn't say anything. We didn't say, okay, so does it take a day or two to get the votes, or will we know right away? I don't remember saying that, so I didn't get it. So Wolfgram says, as an outsider, Nick has come up with a reasonable, realistic plan of attack to restructure and give Vulcan a real chance to not only survive and prosper. Any disclosures would be irresponsible of him. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Compton, we still have a lot of information we need to know about, plus BL's wallets need to be blacklisted. Man, I do know that there are several people in both Discords that are working behind the scenes to identify those wallets, and I see things going back and forth about it. Shadow X, honestly, Bobo should be CEO, and Nick should be by his side. I don't think. First off, I don't think Bob is like I don't want to do that. I'll help out where I can. I mean, Bob really wants Vulcan to succeed. I mean, he truly believes that. He's told me privately several times that that's what he wants, but who knows? Yeah, people are showing up that someone in Discord just came in and said the results question mark. No, no. Um, thanks a lot. My daughter is uh, going through the kids and pain of rehab therapy, hanging in there. That's awesome news. But by the way, that song of hers is pretty awesome. I was playing it or something came up, and my daughter was like, "Who's that? Is she famous?" I was like, whatever. I told her about the situation and everything like that, but I don't know if she looked her up or whatever. It will take time, brother. Yeah, talking about Senior Rojo's family. Nick's probably on a flight to Dubai. you know, and be like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you guys it was a yes, but I'm in Dubai right now." Nick, you're killing me. Uh, Joys and pains. YouTuber that was promoting BL token. Now almost all of them are from India. Maybe they are getting paid to do so. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. It's it's depressing, but people got to do what they got to do. I mean, it's what do you say? I don't I don't agree with it, but at the same time, I don't walk in their shoes, so I don't know if they know what I know. So, but we don't want them really. They stay with one of them. We don't want anything linked to the other dude. I agree. Adrian and Damien introduced the other guy to Nick because they had a working relationship before this. Yep. I would stay away from anyone dealing or that has dealt with the other guy, just to be for safety reasons. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm so anxious. I started marinating a pork loin. Guess I'm having a barbecue party tonight. Really, OBZ? And I swear, if you send me another picture, no, do send it. I love the pictures of what you make. He makes really good food. Uh oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, this is talking about another. I thought Biz put the announcement in or something. All right, here we go. We got this is Biz Entertainment's reply, a three-parter, I think. Yeah. So, part one, my understanding on rebase. It's not based on days, but based on the trigger transaction number. If we hit 3 target transactions in one day, then we get 3 rebases. Part two, if it takes 5 days to trigger, then we don't get a rebase till then. I think people are getting jammed up on seeing days, thinking it actually means day one, then day two, etc. Part three, which I believe actually means the first rebase day transaction target number, then the second day's transaction target number is, etc. Again, just my understanding. All right, Biz. Appreciate that. Hopefully, you cleared it up for some people. Um, and then Steve said, "Hi, everybody." And AA, I'm telling you what, AA is so engaging everywhere, and love your input. Can you imagine if Nick is in the plane to is in the plane to Dubai? Then from there, we'll get a short list of names suggested by the community plus his own ideas and put it to a vote from the results he incorporates. Where is that? Oh, okay. So Marshall, I assume, are you okay if I tell people Marshall had another idea on I think he's okay with it. I mean, it's a good name. Marshall had another idea. We talked about it last night, and he got the inspiration from Kryptonian, and he said that he said he's going to call it, or he suggested first he suggested Lotus Chain, and I thought that was pretty interesting because of the connection with artists and stuff like that. But then he did he he came up with a new idea, and he said he got the idea inspired by Kryptonian, and he called it Pivot Chain. So Pivot Chain. Maybe we'll do a vote on a Pivot Chain. Do you think Pivot Chain? Which do you like better, Lotus or Pivot Chain? Or do you don't even like either one of them? You're like, I'm going to go with my own. So it would be interesting to see what people come up with ideas. On the plane to Dubai. Yeah. Did I read that wrong? Did I? On the plane, in the plane. Well, I mean, he technically is in the plane when he's not. So, whichever. Jason knew because he hasn't cleared his name yet. Or though, now I agree with you. We're on the same page, but there may be a reason why he can't say much. Maybe he can't, but like I said, I'll go with what Nick talks about and everything like that. So, Sunny T says, Biz. I think she meant Biz. I think you meant. Did you mean Biz or? Oh yeah, she did the next one. Now she says Biz. Okay, like I think it's kind of early for like all that stuff going on, but who knows? People might be anxious about the vote. I don't think that's true. Nick said 2 things have to happen for a rebase. One is the transaction goal, and 2 is the minimum of 17,280 blocks have elapsed since the last rebase, which is 24 hours. I don't know. Oh no. Hold on a second. Did I read that whole thing, Biz, that you were saying and you retracted it, but it came up anyway? Oh, buddy. So you don't believe yeah, he's probably going to have to break it down to lower than a 5th grader for me cuz I don't get it. I don't understand all that stuff. But if you retracted that, why didn't you send me a message? I would have not read it. Oh, no. Yeah. All right, let me focus on these comments. But if you put a comment in and it comes up on StreamYard, let me know. Sometimes I read off YouTube and I can see that they've moved away. But yeah. All right. So let me see where I'm at. So it's on there. She says that Biz. Okay, so that comment refers to Nick's answer about the co-founder. Okay. Hope he's in the plane and not on it. Raz, I'm with you, man. I hope he I hope he is. But I can understand the way that AA typed it that people say you're on a plane, but that would be kind of creepy and pretty sad for us. Nick, you should have got in the plane. Jason knew because he hasn't cleared his name yet. I think, did I read that already? I've been a little confused on it too, but Nick broke it down yesterday in main chat. Okay. Sonny T, you're 100% correct. Oh, Bush Butter, you keep putting the same thing in. You didn't like my answer? Let's see. Tart Madman. I guess this is the end of my friendship with you, buddy. I cannot believe you even said this. Pineapple on pizza, yum yum. You know what? There's okay. So since you lemon and pineapple on pizza, yum yum. Now you've gone too far. But you guys got me thinking about the pineapple on pizza, and I think that I will try that. I will try that, and we'll see. But if there's gonna be lemon on there, dude, I'm not sure if we can be friends anymore. I'm just saying. I don't know if I can be friends. Well, I guess I can because I'm friends with Terry, and he eats some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen. So, yeah, I guess I don't rate my friendship on what people eat. Okay, so I think that Sunny T and Biz they've figured it out in the comments. I think people have. Um, is that on? Is that what that is? Is he doing? Is he doing hair transplant? Or are you just saying it? I don't know. Maybe I'm gullible. Did the vote results come in yet? No, they didn't, and I am watching. So I don't think they're going to come in while we're live. I mean, I can only talk for so long. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes, but I told the guys, I said they might not even have the results and we'll be live just talking, So I don't know. Daryl Levitt, Pride, great movie. That's awesome. Sunny Team Biz, they're working it all out. I think Nick will. I think with Nick as the lead, all individuals on the team will have to perform as required. Nick has demonstrated to me he will listen, but it is about execution. Is that what your execution? And achieving said results. Okay. Now, RJ, pepperoni, sausage, and pineapple on thick crust. You'll love it. Add jalapenos if you like it spicy. Okay. Listen, you guys can't be distracting me with stuff. There's important questions out here. And Jocko, Hawaiian pizza is good. Are you kidding me? Did you see that thing that they had out there? Did it come? Who did it come from? It came from OBZ, I think. That Hawaiian pizza was created in Canada. I think he sent it a while back. I don't know if it was him. OBZ. Who was it? OBZ, you send me entirely too many food pictures. Oh no, I don't know. But somebody sent me information about I forget who it was. My bad. I apologize. About the Hawaiian pizza being created in um, Canada. What about Bob? Love me some Bill Murray movies. I know you remember that. Other people are like, no, I have no idea what he's doing. Sonny T. Compton. What's up, Compton? CNN fake news. No vote. No complaints later on. Yeah. Hey, Daryl Everett. Uh, oh, okay. I was wondering. I was up to the end of my comments, and I'm like, I don't see any of the ones that are coming up now, but it just updated or whatever. So we need to buy Uxie NFT. Any word how much it will cost? I have no idea about Uxie. I did not even go into it, but Pride did a whole video on it. If you want to go over and check out Crypto Pride's video, he was here earlier explaining it to us a little bit. So hopefully he can answer your questions. And I don't want to answer any kind of questions because I have no idea. And to me, that's a very difficult one. It needs to be explained in detail. So Pride, the Mega Millions last night. The next one is Tuesday. Oh, okay. Oh, really? The Mega Millions? Don't they? I thought it was on a Saturday. I don't know. Oh, this is back to the comments. I'm gonna try to skip ahead some of these. Some of these are. Let's see. Do you see? So Prism Chain, Nick, 100% got a yes vote without a doubt. There's no one else who wants to or will step in. Yeah, I agree with that. Whether I disagree, whether Nick trusts Jason or not, Jason has to go regardless. He is BL's best friend. Don't forget that. People, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you're. I think that's going to be a hard sell, man. I just don't. I just don't know. Um, King Ching, Chris, your voice is way better than. No, I didn't mean to bring that up. You don't say that. Daniel's got a good voice. He's got. I mean, he does his thing. Um. Oh, yeah. Okay. She's going on with Biz. They figured everything out together down there. So, is anyone else worried Jason has full control over the Discord? Yeah, I think he does. Nick just brushed my question off. I don't think he brushed it off. I think that Nick has stated. I remember that part, but I think that Nick has stated that that we're going to rebrand. We're going to rebrand. It includes the socials and all that kind of stuff. And if the Discord, goes away, everything like that. So I don't think he brushed it off. I think I hope he didn't brush it off. You know, but I think he felt like he had answered it. So Darwin, if hopefully maybe I'll go back and check it out and just make sure that we didn't come across that way. And I didn't mean it. If I had anything to do with brushing it off, it was a very valid point, and I agree with you. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. OBZ, is that something that can be said out loud? Is that all right? I'll let you know if you want to. I'll let you tell people that if that's something that you want to talk about. Um, but no, Darwin. I hope he did not. He did not brush you off. But I think his concern was he didn't really care much about the Discord the way it is now because it's got too many. It's got too many bots. He thought, and that he was going to do all new socials. And I think he was gonna evaluate those by platform. So it wasn't like all of them new. Maybe it was a few of them, but I'm not sure. So hopefully that works out. Yeah, Sunny T's in there. Sunny T, you should just come on the show. You're answering everybody's questions in here. I'm glad the community members have started projects like Prism to allow everyone to diversify with a trustworthy team. Yes, I agree. I think as a community, we need to keep our eyes open for good things and for bad things. You know, discuss them openly and maybe work them out. Uh, Invest in yourself says one thing I did want to mention about the team. They were smart enough to approach Nick to take over. That's definitely a positive thinking for them. Thing for them. Yeah, I agree with that. When I heard about it, I had no idea that was even a possibility. That Nick could be a part of that. So I think that I don't know. Maybe it was Jason's idea or whatever, but I secretly thought, and I have no reason to think this, and this is just my speculation, is I thought in the back of my mind is that the nomination to have Nick do it came from Adrian and Damien, and because they had worked with Nick previously, and they were like, "Hey, put Nick would be great for this," and Jason was like, "You think?" And they talked about it, and they were like, "Hey, Nick, do you want to?" And Nick had his demands, and that's how it started. Maybe I don't know. I might be completely wrong. Biz says Nick said it is if it is a no vote, he would ask the community what in the proposal is the problem and see what it is he can do to fix it. Yeah, yeah. So that's great. So good morning, everyone. Late but here, traveling in a hotel. Well, that's cool. I hope you have safe travels. I hope you're going to a destination that's fun and exciting. All right, OBZ. I'll leave that. Yeah, I'll leave that up to you. Chris, I am a Spanish native speaker and I am a bit confused. If I don't have an NFT, can I also claim as well? Will my coins rebase? Now, before I say anything about this, I'm going to see if anybody is. Are you guys answering him or am I going into something? Maybe the people in the. I'll let everybody in the comments take care of those questions. But the booster NFTs. Okay. Balls deep. Good morning, everybody. I hope the voting system that is being used isn't the same one that counted the 2020 presidential election. Just saying. Yeah, I hope so. Nick said by 9 a.m. Well, he said the voting would end by then. Yeah, I saw that. I voted yes. Senior Rojo, thanks. Yes, got married last Friday. Congratulations. Been in Vegas since. About to board a flight back to reality. Oh man, don't you hate the travel back after vacation? That's awesome though. So that's great. That's awesome news. So you're on your honeymoon in Vegas. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And daughter's doing good. That's awesome. Things are looking up, Senior Rojo. Things are looking up. Um, Yeah, you got a notification that Greek is putting up a video right now. Yes, video. Greek made. He's traveling, so he pre-made his videos, and they're going to premiere his launches. So I don't know when the other one is, but I think he's got a couple. So this follow-up question, is this something that you guys, RJ has a follow-up question because others think that only our initial amount, like the 0.25%, will be available in our wallets. Are you guys answering these? Because I'm not going to go into um, to all this. I'll give you guys a chance to answer anybody that's got questions as to what you know. I'm not sure. I'd have to pull up the plan and all that. For all of the shit Bob has taken from a few, hats off to him for even being willing to help. Yeah, but he's always been that way though. Bob has always been that way. He is actually, this is my point that I try to make, is that there are a lot of people that were like, I'm not dealing with this shit, I'm gone. And they're gone and we don't know where they're at and they may not come back. But Bob has always been like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm here and all that. So, I can't he's been there ready to help all the way. So hopefully that can work out. And Nick seems to be receptive about that. Senior Rojo, I'm glad your daughter, I love my daughter's single. If I'm correct, Diogenes couldn't get his kid to go to sleep until he played her song. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I actually spent a little bit of time on it. Oh, okay. Man, okay. Thanks for the information. I'm going to go down here to Tartan Madman right now. Oh, my goodness. There's so many comments. I'm so far behind. Tartan Madman says, breaking news. Nick is awake and has posted on his Twitter feed 12 minutes ago, but not about the vote. Oh, man. Nick, where are you at? I'm going to say, Nick. All right. So we know he's awake. Or wait, maybe that didn't come from him. Maybe that was somebody else. We don't know anything, do we? Oh, okay. You posted it twice. Okay. All right. So let me get back up. Roy Kelly's in here. Mr. Fox, you're doing a great. You're doing great. My fellow old timer. Yeah. The problem I have with reading it off of the StreamYard is I get distracted and look at the comment above it while I'm in the middle of reading one of the other ones. It's easier just to read it off the screen. But so looks like Teddy One is answering the question there. What's the John Wayne movie we're talking about? Okay, so Compton's asking, do you see Vulcan pumping on launch day, or do you see a massive sell-off? I would, I would think that on launch day, when you can actually, you can have some money and everything like that. I would imagine that there will be a decent sell-off. I think there would be, and I'm not saying that to be like, flooding the blockchain. I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there that have waited a long time, and they might want to take a little bit of profit. And they might be like, okay, I don't even care about what the price is. I just want to get something in my pocket for this investment. But I may not recommend that. You might want to wait just a little bit, maybe a couple hours, see how the price is. There might be a lot of people that are like that. And there might be a ton of people that are, I'm not selling no matter what. But I can easily see there be a sell off because, there's people out there that want to, they want to take some profits. They want to have some realized gains. And I mean, you can't blame them. But at the same time, the fundamentals of what Nick is trying to do, I can see people wanting to hold. And then what we really want is we want new people to come in. So if you've been holding for a long time, you're disgruntled and, you see Nick's plan and you don't see a future with it and everything like that, by all means, I mean, take what profit you can, at least you'll be able to take profit. Fingers crossed you'll be able to take profit, So I don't know. I mean, I think there's going to be a sell off. So it might not be so bad and everything like that, but I would be shocked if people aren't taking some profit. But can't blame them, And I think that's healthy, though. I like to see a chart go up and come down and just do some movement and stuff like that. I mean, for me, it's very healthy to have that interaction. What's up, Fowler?
Yo, what is up, my man Chris? What is happening?
We were talking about your art. I can't explain it, man. I'm not a spokesperson or whatever, but that's pretty amazing stuff, man. I don't know. Do you have the link and anything like that you could send to everybody? I mean,
Yeah,
we're sitting here waiting for this announcement. And Nick, obviously, listen, Nick, if you're out there watching, I'm upset with the fact that you are dragging your feet on a Saturday morning. This is ridiculous, man. No. The vote ended a while back, and I'm kind of excited about what the results are. But Nick did not say that we would know the results right away. So can't blame him for that. I know. But do you have a link to the link that you sent me? I don't want to put that out there because I don't know if you're ready, but man,
yeah, I'm about to put it out here right now, actually.
Put it in the one in StreamYard so that it goes everywhere.
Yeah, right here. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Yeah, you got to go check that out and you'll be distracted. So
yeah, check that out. That is my right now that is my art gallery, technically, for because right now it's supposed to be an NFT gallery, but I haven't
No, go ahead. Are you done? I'm just. You're there?
Because I'm trying to. I'm doing some research where I want to mint them. Do I want to mint on ETH, like on OpenSea? Do I want to mint on Solana? You know, I'm trying to take all the factors in on that. You know, it's all about exposure and you know, accessibility. So I'm doing some research on the NFT portion of that to mint. I'm also I've submitted to I don't know if it's Nick's project or he's just involved the project, but his art packs project that he talks about, I submitted as a artist on there to partake in the packs. So, you know, yeah, I mean, it's what I do is, you know, what I do with my art is not it's not necessarily hard for me to do. A lot of people think I just AI art, and I don't just AI art. I use AI. I do utilize AI. That I'm not shy about saying that because it's one thing to be like,
hold on, Fowler. Listen, we got to do this because I'm going to do the hell out of this all day long.
Yeah.
So here we go. So Roy Kelly says that. So I just commented on a Nick post on X. He said results will be 10 minutes post cheat. So I guess he's relaxing right now, taking his sweet time before he tells us. Nick, come on, man. Go ahead, Tyler.
So, you know, I
I'll be back.
utilize AI with my art, and I also do post editing as well, Adobe and different other programs. But I'm not a hand drawing artist or anything like that. I respect those guys. I respect them because it takes a lot to, one, have creativity, and then on top of that, actually produce the art by hand. That is a superb artist. But even if there was somebody who was utilizing AI, you have to tell it what to do. You have to tell it. It doesn't just have creativity. It doesn't say, "Hey, put out something creative." It's not going to do that. You have to tell it, and then on top of that, you have to analyze it. You have to look at it. You have to see if it's even like creative. Like some of the stuff that AI puts out is bad. Like it's real bad art. Like, and you can see it if you pay attention to it. But when it comes to me, you know, I'm doing stuff. Sorry about that. I'm doing a little bit things more in an artistic way, style, stuff like that. But it's more or less futuristic. These are things that, in my mind, how I feel, you know, what the future kind of looks from my eyes. Also, people will notice that I do a lot of art that has women, Black women. This is pretty much my life. This is what I've grown up in. This is my heritage. I'm multi ethnic, so I have, you know, it's not just you know, I'm African American. I'm also Aladdin. I have this Aladdin in me, so it's a lot of stuff that goes into my art, and you know, it's progressively I get better, but also I do a lot of other different things, different types of art as well, and you know, eventually I'll get to that, and I'll be, you know, coming out in my NFT art and stuff like that. But right now, the art you see, this is like the art I do in my personal time, and you know, everybody says it's great, so I just said, why not make it NFTs?
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, your art is. There's so many different. Roy, oh, okay, I did read. I was like, did you post another comment? I'm okay. So now I'm excited. So
So AA says mint on this blockchain which is for creators. ETH is horrible for gas fees, bro. Yeah, I know ETH is. I've definitely, trust me, I hate ETH. Like I really do. Like right now, I tried to move. I bought some Arbitrum, right? Bought some Arbitrum. Now they tell me I need ETH to move the Arbitrum. I'm like, what? Like what? So I'm like, okay. It's I just don't like ETH. ETH is just so hard to. You got to have a threshold. The thresholds to move ETH is so high. You can't do it like pretty much any cheap blockchain right now where you can, move $1, right? You can move $1 easier than you can move $1 ETH. Dollar ETH is impossible. It's just impossible. So yeah, I probably won't do ETH. But I need to find the next best thing for now. I know people always say, oh yeah, man, put it on the new blockchain. New blockchain ain't out yet, and it won't have a NFT marketplace for a bit, I would think. So we got some time for that. But in the meantime, for me, I have to build. I gotta build a rep. I gotta build a rep in this market, and you guys can help me with that. It's real simple. Just hit share. That's really all it is. Hit share. Make sure I'm tagged so people can find where the art goes to, and I'll do the rest. That's pretty much everybody needs to do, and that not going to just help me. That's going to help the blockchain because I do want to put. If I'm helping this much, right? I'm doing this. Same thing what Chris is doing. I'm going out here, doing the lives, doing the spaces and stuff. We could get just like Chris says, we could go back and play video games. I could just go play video games all day. I could.
Yeah, that's what I usually do on Saturday morning. I'm kind of missing out on my games.
Yeah, I could. I really could. But, there's a bigger picture for this blockchain, but it takes work. And I'm definitely putting in the work. I'm definitely putting myself on the line because my if I want my artwork to go places, yeah, it would, it has to be on other places, but I can also put it on this new blockchain because and it's best, to build this rep because the rep follows, right? If the people follow the rep, people follow the artwork, and then I just move that artwork from. I stopped doing artwork on OpenSea or Air NFTs or whatever these different platforms to do NFTs on. If I stop minting there and I say, I'm only going to mint on Lotus Block. I'm just throwing out a name. Lotus Blockchain, because that was the name everybody likes to say for the blockchain. So Lotus Blockchain or just unnamed blockchain, right? And I put it on there. That means everybody who's never been part of this blockchain, but follow the artwork or just start to love my artwork, they're going to be like, I want more of his artwork. I'm like, hey, I'm bringing out more artwork. Okay, I'm bringing out more creations. It's going to be here, right? You can only mint it here, and they will follow. So, it's all about building, but I can't build by myself, right? I can't build my own rep. I mean, I can build my rep, but you guys can help a lot faster. Like we could do this a lot faster if we really try. Like we really try, and it's not too hard. It's really not gonna be hard. NFTs, art, it's not as hard as people think it could be. Like gaming is harder. Like building gaming platforms, I think is harder than the NFTs because you have to not only get people to come play games, but you have to keep them to stay there playing those games. Whereas art, it's like, yeah, they're gonna buy the art, they give you the transaction, right? And then they're waiting for more. And then they're just gonna keep collecting. I think me and Chris had this conversation yesterday, actually. People want to collect NFTs. People collect NFTs. They don't have to be in their home. It doesn't have to be physical. People want the ownership of something that somebody else has designed and built, and they have the owner, and you can buy the ownership of that thing that person produced. Now, it's about how rare it is or how unique it is, right? If I say it's this artwork, I'm never going to print it on any type of canvas. I'm not going to make it any type of commercial product. And this is one of my pieces that I've made, and this will be the only piece I make of this. It won't go anywhere else. This is the one and only. People will buy that, and then they'll wait for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. That's how this NFT collection stuff works.
All right, buddy. You got some comments there and everything like that, but I am going right now. Nick is typing in the Discord, and I'm going to go full screen. And oh no, Biz, you can't be sending me stuff while I'm on the full screen. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I can't answer you. All right. I'm hoping that this is actually something. He's probably going to type something in there and be like, "Good morning, everybody." It's like, oh no. So here we are. And look, I think Roy, you're down there typing too. I see you. I see you, Roy Kelly. Oh, that Roy's not typing. He's like, oh no, he's back to typing. This is Mr. Fox. Roy's Nick is typing. Here we go. Here it is, guys. Do. I wonder if these people know that they're live.
I was actually hoping Nick was going to actually, as soon as, the votes, systems tallied up and everything, I was hoping he was going to come directly with an answer, because one thing that people don't talk about is how good a blockchain can be used for just voting, right? We in this country, we questioning votes. We questioning the validity of votes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think the blockchain can be really like a different medium to think about as a voting system, and showing people that, hey, you can vote real quick. We can vote and get answers and come to conclusions a lot easier and fairly and transparently with the blockchain. I think it shows.
Oh, here it is. So Nick says, this is the vote. Community votes results. 4 people voted no. 1,234 votes.
Overwhelmingly.
Yeah, I would say that. I think Sunny T had it best when she was saying. So let's read what he says. We all see what the vote was. Thank you for voting for my strategic plan for the future of this community. In a bizarre numerological twist, the yes votes were 1,234 to the no votes were 4. The devs are in Australia. As soon as practical, since it is the weekend, they will post the signed proof of each vote so anyone can verify. I am humbled and grateful for your support. Here's what my weekend plan is. Work on video explaining rebase model in detail based on the many community questions. Review the validator full node ideas and start thinking about model changes and scheduling meetings to discuss changes. Meet with the team to plan forward. Develop action plan to present to community on Monday. Wow. Continue talks with key personnel who I think can lead this organization forward. Go to the beach with my family for a few hours. Seriously, Nick? I mean, come on. Next AMA will be Monday evening, Eastern Standard Time to be determined. Let's do amazing together. Thank you. All right. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah. Nick,
I think I am more impressed at the fact that me and Kryptonian were probably in the same ballpark of the as far as like active investors, right? Like we were I think he said like 1,500, somewhere around there, and I was like about 2,000. I was like, we were pretty much in around the same ballpark. That says two things. One, Brian Legend definitely overinflated this this project. He overinflated the eyes. Okay, he definitely did that, and it's good to see where we actually are as far as like how many active investors we have, because now we can use that as a base number of, okay, well, if we do any type of fundraising, we already know we got this here. All right, we already know this amount of investment. Now, all of them going to get in? Probably not. Okay, but now we know where we, as far as a marketing standpoint, where we need to start, and our expectations. And I think this is going to be, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good, and you know, we need this realistic number. We need that realistic number. Nobody knew for a long time. Remember, it was like saying like 10,000 wallets or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I know everybody has multiple wallets and stuff, and I get that. But to have the actual, sorry about that. My daughter's just like,
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
being a
it's,
cow.
yeah,
But
totally good.
you know, knowing where the realistic number is, we now know what our community is comprised of, and that's good. That's really good, because now we know we have 1,000 strong, at least, right? We got 1,000 strong people plus that want to make this blockchain work. And that's great. That's great. Because now we know if we put a number, how many people we want, we could say we want to aim to increase to 2,000 or 2,500 people or 3,000 people, right? And how are we going to do that? Like, how are we going to do that? Right? I think this is this is a good way this is a good starting point. This is good to have us having this vote, and it's not just the fact that the good thing is not just the fact that we got Nick. I think it's good to see these numbers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's really good in a way too. Like four no's. That means I don't know who those 4 people are. Probably trolls. So let's write them off as at least 2 of them are trolls, because you got to take the average, right? Like, it's got to be at least 2 trolls. So, and then you got 2 people who probably just don't want this to work, right? Because that's what we got to. That's what you have in this, or they just don't like Nick. That's
yeah, or they had valid reasons. I mean,
yeah, they might have
you
valid
can't.
reasons. Maybe they just do not like Nick. Maybe all 4 of them just
Like,
do not like Nick as a leader, right? But overwhelmingly, we have 1,000 plus community members that want this to work. They like what Nick has presented. They like his vision for the blockchain, and that's what you need. You need a community that's working together and on the same page. And I think that's what we're seeing. We see a community that's on the same page. That means the AMAs, the constant transparency from Nick is working. It works. That means it works when people understand where we are, when we see realistic information put in front of us. What's the goals? How we're going to get there? What we need to get there? And again, realistic expectations. When you real with people, when you give people the real, they're going to respect you for the real one, and then it's going to help them out in the long term, because they know what's really there in front of them, what type of hill that they need to climb, right? That hill, you don't want to know that you have a small hill and it's easy, and then you get to climb the hill and it's really a mountain. Like, you weren't prepared. You didn't prepare for a mountain. You didn't prepare mentally for a mountain, right? That's the same thing here, right? Same thing here. That's how we have to go forward. We have to be real. We have to be real with our community, because if we're not real with the community, we're gonna just hurt them in the end.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Nick is taking that approach, and you've seen that approach for the past week. Like, he literally just was on every day. Every day we need him to be on. He's like, if I can get there, I can get there. I'm gonna get there. I still got other stuff. He still got other stuff. He has his other projects, but he still came out to this project that was left for dead, right? Left for dead and robbed. He said he was a contractor. He didn't have to do this. He even doesn't even really have a stake, I don't think.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, look, man, I like this community. I like that you guys are strong. You're still here. and this is the plan. If you guys want me to do this, you got to vote on it. And I'm going to bring you this proposal. I'm going to tell you how, I'm going to have a starting guide to how we're going to do this. I'm going to take he sat there and took notes every single time. Every single question question that, people had a question about, he looked like he takes notes. He probably has like a folder full of notes. And then he, when he says he's going to do things, he does them. He said he was going to give you some stuff about the Oopsie swap. Boom. Drop the Oopsie swap stuff. If you ask about the notes, he dropped the thing about the notes. He does what he said he's going to do. And he doesn't sit there and be ominous about it and say, we'll get it to you whenever we can get it to you, or soon. We'll get it to you soon, and then it just either never comes or soon is really very far away. He doesn't do that. So he's
hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're doing awesome, and I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to keep getting through the comments because people are saying great things about what you're saying. But I want to address this E-Train statement here. It says takes credit for a blockchain that claims to be his. I think he's talking about BL, and we're like, yeah, take credit for all you want, man, because that's not what this community and Nick we're launching. So yeah, you can pat yourself on the back to the fact that you created a blockchain that was rugged and like funds were stolen and never launched, because what we're launching is not what you did, BL. So
yeah, I mean, he can claim. Let's say we change the name to, I don't know, Mario Blockchain. Even if Brian Legend went and paid some Fiverr guys to make articles saying, hey, Brian Legend created Mario Blockchain, the community is here to say no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He hasn't built anything. Honestly, nothing's really launched under any name that he has done. Like SafeX, Vulcan, none of that has a active blockchain. And he never legalized anything. He didn't legalize a thing. So legally, he owns nothing. Okay. Now you taking money from people and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be held accountable for that. That you can't escape.
Hold on a second. I'm going to answer a question here. E-Train, I can tell you that is what's been happening all along behind the scenes. There's been discussions going back and forth to verify certain wallets, and Nick has been involved in it. I've seen comments from him and stuff, so he has been doing that. So that is a work in progress right now. And then we have a comment that says, "I'm not a troll, just didn't vote. I like Nick. For the record, if I did vote, he would have got a thumbs up from me. I like the fact that he shows up. So far, so good." Yeah, and I don't know if it was your comment, but we talked about that. It was in the Discord. Someone said that they did not vote. They had their reasons, but they would stand behind the community and everything like that. So that doesn't mean, even if you voted no, and if you have a legitimate reason, yeah, I mean that's valid. Nobody had to vote yes or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
but if you saw something that you didn't like and you voted no, more power to you. But one thing I wish you would do, you may not want to dox yourself, but if there was a reason why you voted no, I would like to hear from you, just to basically say, I voted no because of this reason. And, I hope we could talk through that. And it'd be like, it's impossible for it to be unanimous, but if those votes, we could talk that through and make changes or do something that could, maybe you don't go back and change your vote, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, at that time you had your concerns. We addressed it and fixed it, and Nick did it and everything like that. That'd be great, and it'd be like, you know what, if I voted again, I'd be yes now, because you guys have addressed what I was concerned about, So, but every vote counts, and the 4 that voted no, unless they're, like when people were saying it's the previous guy's wallets and stuff, unless they're scammers or whatever, who cares? But if they have legitimate concerns and they want to voice them, I would hope that we would all listen, and we'd all be like, we didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I think everybody should voice their opinions. This is the whole turnaround for the community we want to do. We want people to voice themselves, right? You couldn't voice too much before. Couldn't voice nothing. Now everybody has a chance to voice. So if you have a reason why, you have a legit reason why you want it to be known, make it known. I definitely am one who also as well wants this everything cleaned up as far as leadership and everything else when Nick gets in. But he stated that he will do that. right? He will do that. And I think he's hinted that. He's actually hinted a lot more than often about saying that founders is one thing. Founders is people who are around at the beginning. It's just a title. It doesn't hold any type of leadership power. It's just a name, founder. Okay, you can be the founder of something, but have nothing to do with the business going forward. And I truly believe, that Nick would not say, because he said this, and you guys were there to hear it, because I asked a question. I said, your projects, your Nifty Dreams, your art packs. I was like, are these projects going to come to the new blockchain? And he was like, yeah, it's, just have them on both. They can, he can move them to the new blockchain and bring transactions. So I don't think someone would put themselves out there just to line themselves up for everything that just like everything that happened before this to have that happen again. I don't think that he would allow that to happen. And like he said, he's going to Dubai. He's going to make a legal entity for this thing. And if it makes a legal entity, then people will definitely be able to be held accountable if things going forward, go awry. So, guys, I mean, but we don't know these things if people don't ask questions, right? And that's what we've been doing. We've been asking questions for almost a week now, pretty much a week, and before, honestly. We've been asking questions. People couldn't ask these type of questions before. Those hard-hitting questions that might make somebody sweat. Somebody who has, ill intentions would probably want you to disappear because they don't want those questions asked. We've dealt with that. We've dealt with that for a very long time. And look where it got us. Censorship. Censorship allowed everything that transpired, plus more. But a lot of it, censorship. A lot of it, censorship, because no one was being held to account.
Yeah, I think that's a totally different thing. I want to break in here with you to let you know I appreciate your discussion because it gave me the opportunity to actually talk to Nick. I can confirm that Nick will be going live with us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's pretty much taken off and going to hang out with his family, and
he's probably want to celebrate.
Yeah, and he's going to have. He says that he should have the rebase video done, and he can go through it in person. So maybe we'll present that, and he'll have that because that's what he was working on to do a video about the rebasing, and he said that we can go through it in person so that answer anything plus talk about things and kind of a congratulations and everything. So
yeah, I mean, it should be. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about Ryan Legend, to be honest. Like, from this point on, like, we're gonna hold him account. But honestly, this is good news, guys. Like, now we officially got Nick in, right? He's gonna do exactly what he said. He's probably booking his trip to Dubai right now, right? Like, I remember when he was talking about making the league, he did sound excited to do it. So, I have good optimism for everything that's going on. Again, if I didn't truly believe in this blockchain that we can actually turn it around, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't I would be moving forward being like, okay, let's see. I'm just talking for myself. Like, well, Fowler, let's see. You can make NFTs. You still have Gods of Gaming. You still have Vulcanary. You still got ideas. You still have dreams and things that you can get done. I could do that on a different blockchain. I can do it on a different layer 0. I can make a layer 1. I can make a layer 2, different places. But I'm here, talking about the new blockchain, the blockchain that has no name right now because it's going to be rebranded. And it's if we all try hard, like if we really dig deep and find a way to contribute, it doesn't necessarily have to be financially, but getting out there, guys, us being able to hit the share button, once we have this rebrand, we're going to be able to go out there with a new name, new logo, and really, start to cheer it on. The DeFi market, I think, is definitely in the bearish of bear, but I don't think it's dead like everybody else is saying. I don't think it's dead. It just needs projects to show that you can be legit out here, right? And I think there's no better story than a blockchain that got pretty much all their finances stolen from them, and they still were able to find a way to push out a product that can change and affect lives, right? Like, I think we pull that off, that'd be the greatest story ever, and no one can actually dismiss us or not put us out there to tell our story. I think that's a story that a lot of people will want to hear, and I think that would be ones that a lot of the, I would say, outside of our bubble would definitely promote and put out there. So there's a lot of opportunity for us. Again, for me, this is I told you guys I wrote off my investment. And that doesn't mean I wrote off the community or wrote off the idea, because this is still opportunity for me. As you guys see, like I'm finding a way to grow in this space, literally within this community. So that doesn't mean that this community can't do the same exact thing. Like, this community can take the same opportunity I'm using to grow. We can do the same thing. It's just, it takes us as a collective to do it. And but we all have to be on the same message. We can't be out here still selling Lambo dreams, because Lambo dreams, look what Lambo dreams got us, guys. It didn't get us nowhere. Now we got to have a different mentality, and Nick is showing you that mentality. It's about changing lives. It's about bringing opportunity to people who do not have opportunity at all, right? Or just been taken advantage of because where they live. And art is the one thing in the world looks at as a true asset. And we're going to be doing a creator blockchain where not just art, we're talking books, we're talking poetry, we're talking music, we're talking film. All these things have a place in our world. And if you want to talk about money, it makes a lot of money. But it takes a lot of it's going to take a lot of innovation, and showing that innovation and how our blockchain is going to be able to affect those markets. And when we show how we can affect those markets, they will come. But they need to see our utility. And let's get that utility going. But in order for us to show that utility, we can't launch this blockchain without it being right the first time. We only get one chance at this. We can't just go out there and think we're going to change things to the blockchain after the fact, after it's launched. So there's going to be some things that need to be done before we launch. That's going to take this community to really be behind. But they got to make sense as well, because we shouldn't just be signing off on anything, but because it's got to make sense. Some things that may be proposed to us may not make sense. It may not even be for some of you favor. You may look at it and be like, oh man, this is not going to be good for me. But you have to be able to expand your mind beyond the short term and financially. Because guess what? Over the hill, there could be a totally different landscape that you may not be able to see because you're only thinking in the short term. You have to see a long-term vision with this blockchain. I implore you guys to please let go of the short-term investment mentality. It's not going to work with this blockchain. You're going to get wrecked in your thoughts if that's what you want. It has to be a long-term mentality, and it has to be more than just a Lambo. Okay, and I use that Lambo as just as an idea, right? It's not as the idea of having a Lambo, because you have to produce a lot of money within a short amount of time to get your Lambo really quick. Now, if you think you can get a Lambo in a very long time from this blockchain, yeah, that's possible. Okay, but you gotta agree to you have to agree to a roadmap to get you there, and that's what I think Nick's gonna do. But guys, we got to be open about it. We got to talk about it. We got to discuss. But one thing we have to do, we have to all come together as a community and be on the same page. Because if we're not on the same page, it's not going to work. And I'm going to get off my soapbox.
No, I think it's great. I think we have a statement here from Nick. Let's see. So yeah, it's a pretty long statement on that. But Nick's reply about the voting, voter apathy is a problem everywhere. And in this case, 6.7% voted, which is in line with the typical city's mayoral election. The problem is a bit more challenging here because unless you are a regular in Discord, you have no idea what's going on. This is true for vast majority of holders. I'm hoping that the ones who voted are good representative sample of the ones who didn't will benefit for the community centric, purpose driven direction we have agreed upon. Time will tell. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think that YouTubers, no matter how you feel about, you got YouTubers, Discord, you got so many different areas, his Twitter feed and, our Twitters and all that kind of. By the way, can you add your Twitter to the destinations to StreamYard?
Can I do that? Does that work?
Yeah, you should be able to do it. I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find yours. I want to send it I want to send tomorrow's to there. Tomorrow, I want to send tomorrow's live to your Twitter too.
Yeah, I'll add it.
Yeah, I mean, we can only do so much. I mean, Nick was out there answering all kinds of questions. We did a lot of promos of like Nick was going to be here, Nick's there, and talking about it. So we tried our best. Anybody that had a platform, they were talking about it. So hopefully, it's everybody had the opportunity to vote. Whether it was yes or no, or it was you didn't vote because you decided you didn't want to vote, not because you couldn't, like you couldn't get your information out there. But okay, so yeah, you know what? Somebody came up with this name. So it's the name for the blockchain, Phoenix. Just my 2 cents. I think it's a good one. And I like that whole rising from the ashes and everything. But some people were saying it's too much to like Vulcan, and like fire and all that stuff. But Phoenix, reasonable. It's good. It's up there with a couple other ones. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the name, Fowler? Have you thought about any kind of name or anything?
I thought somebody put the other day, somebody put like a creative or create or something along that line for a blockchain name. And I thought that was so cool because they changed the it was one of the letters was changed or something. I was like, man, if you could just turn creativity and turn those E's into threes, we'll be on something. Just turn those threes into E's. I mean, those E's into threes. And like, that's kind of like my thing. Like, I thought it was cool. So like it's create like something that along the line that we're making this a creator blockchain. So something create or creative or something that just it's unique, it's cool, it's flashy, it's catchy. Phoenix, Phoenix is, the terminology behind the Phoenix and all that stuff is great. But like you said, fire, brimstone, all that stuff is that's kind of rough and tough, where we're trying to go into a market that's suits a more softer, gentler side. Sometimes it's not, but there's you want to touch a different audience, and you also want to think about potentially real world usage, right? So if you got to think it's got to be something that's it has to be marketable. You have to always remember that it has to be marketable.
Teddy one, I just saw. Did you post that in Discord, then remove it and put it back here? Because I was reading it and then it went away. So the name of the blockchain shouldn't be artist creator centric. if you want anybody, we need to be enticing to people who are not into art also. Yeah.
I mean, you could make it
This was
M&Ms.
this one came up quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Create Tech or yeah. And I was like, well, that's great. Just turn that E into a 3. We off to the races.
He's like, the 4 votes were BL, Jason, Adrian, and Damien. I don't know about Adrian and Damien. And well, Jace, I don't know about that, but I think Adrian and Damien would be like, we're going with Nick. But I don't know. I might be wrong.
Like I said with this, man, we was on with TCL, and props to TCL coming out last night. That was great. It's always good to hear his voice. And he'll get you laughing. One thing he was saying was that Jason got to go. Jason's got to go. I think Jason, Adrian, and Damien. I think they're not off of blame. I'm not gonna say they're just like you just absolve them of any blame, but Jason was the guy that was out there alongside with Brian Legend all the time.
Well, my concern about the Jason part about it is that Jason was actively on AMAs and lives discussing the finances. And that's what, and then my point is that, I don't know much what's going on behind the scenes, but at the same time, it was like, dude, you presented yourself to knowing the finances or whatever. But I want to bring up this legendary bastard's statement here. It said using the vote results, it would have been 17,942 yeses versus 58 no's if all 18,000 wallets voted. So
yes, that's something. Yeah, and that's another way you can look at it too. But that's why I said like it's good. I see somebody else saying that if there's just 1,000 members in Vulcan. I don't think there's 1,000 members in Vulcan. I think there's a lot of multiple wallets, but then again, you got a lot of people that's not paying attention as well. So, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people that again investing in Vulcan. They probably hearing about what happened and everything, and they kind of just tuned out, checked out. They may check back in to see if this thing is running or when it runs. And there's a lot of people that have almost like doom and gloom outlook right now, so they probably not even participating. So we got to keep that in mind as well. But like I said, I personally believe it's about 2,000 people, 2,000, 2,200 people that's part of this blockchain, inactive or active. I think is about 2,200, around that range. And but it's good. Like I said, it's good to see we have at least 1,200 unique wallets participating right now. That's good. That's good. That's really good. That means there's people with hope, right? People didn't just like, just like, man, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with crypto. There's a lot of people that do that. They're like, I lost a lot of money, and people lost a lot of, in their mind right now, they figure that they lost a lot of money at that time, when the bad news came. Like, so, some people just like out. So hopefully we'll find a way to not only get it out there, but also let people know that, hey, your investment isn't necessarily gone, guys. Like it was Vulcan. Now it's this. Hopefully we find a way to keep people in tune, because I know if we do a new Discord, people are going to be like, what happened to the Discord? Or hopefully they leave the Vulcan Discord up and have like almost like a away message, like, hey, if you're coming to check on your investment on Vulcan, it's not Vulcan anymore, it's this. Here's the link. Go here. Stuff like that. We got to make sure that's out there for people, because again, there's a lot of people right now that don't stay informed with their investment, and it's just like you don't want them to be just like a wallet that's just not doing anything. You want them to kind of be here. You want people to be in the community, and you want them to be active. You want them to have positive sentiment. And I think that we're on that road to try to reclaim that positive sentiment. But again, guys, we're going to do this time around with realistic expectations and the real information in front of us, transparent information. We're not going to be moving around anymore, not knowing what's going on. And Nick has pretty much showed you guys like this is he's agreeing to going in that direction as well, and being accountable as well. So I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm excited. I got on this live. Thanks to Chris. Thanks, Chris. Getting up. He believed in Nick coming with some results, and here we are. And Nick came with the results. Do we get those results? I mean, do we have those results if nobody comes on? Right? Like if Nick doesn't, if Chris doesn't come on saying, "Hey, man, we're expecting some results or something," do we get those results? Nobody knows. But I would think that Nick would have still got us those results. But I think I'm glad that we still have like people like Chris coming on that wants to come on and like, hey, vote's almost over. Everybody, gather around, get your popcorn. Let's see together as a community where we're at. And that's awesome, man.
Do you see that I ran a poll, and so did Pride, but I didn't see what his. I don't think he did his results, but I just put in there. What do you vote for? What did you vote for? Yes or no? And it 90 votes, 93% yes, 6% no. So maybe there was. I don't know. It seemed like everybody that came in good. Maybe some people came in and were like, no, just
trolls. Could be some trolls.
Maybe if there's 6% were no, maybe all those people that voted no legitimately came in. And if they did, man, I hope they would say something or anonymously say something or whatever way they could that why they voted no.
A lot of people want to vote no, they never vote. That's another thing. So you might have got silent no's in this vote. Not in this vote, the YouTube vote. I'm talking about the actual blockchain vote. You may have gotten people who just like, I'm not voting yes, and I'm not taking the time out to even vote no, right? You got those people. So there's probably some more no's out there, but it's okay. Just like Nick has changed the minds of like a lot of BrewFi people. A lot of BrewFi people thought Nick was just not the guy, for whatever reason. And he's went there, talked to them. He's been open, transparent to everybody, and he changed his minds. He's changed minds. And I think that as he progresses and he keeps that same ethic, I believe that he's going to change even more minds. And now, not only that, he's going to change minds that may have just walked away. And that's what I'm really excited for. The potential of reclaiming a lot of investors that have wrote this thing off.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Gia, the comment in here, what's with Gia Legend? This person came off as all zen and calm and helpful, yet he's all in with the loser and Yomp. People are bizarre. I don't know, Gia. He sent me a message that I disappointed him and that I was wrong recently about statements about the way that the blockchain was left before Nick came around, and he pretty much blocked me. So, or he said he was going to block me. I don't know if he did. I told him I apologized that he feels that way and that I'm not changing my view. So, other than that, I haven't talked to Gia since then. Is this going to be? I can't believe I went this whole entire time and you guys, nobody told me that I misspelled blockchain.
Where?
On the name for the YouTube, they're all like, look at this loser up there, can't even spell. What were we talking about? Q from Star Trek. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love Star Trek, so if anybody's got any problems with that, we don't need to know who voted, but if you want to talk about it, yeah. So I mean, Yeah, I think that there's no. I mean, if you want to talk about it, you say I voted no because I don't like this or whatever. Yeah, heck yeah, let's talk about it if you want. But we want all that. Maybe that's why Gia truly believes. From what I understand, he lost a lot of money from SafeGo. Maybe being a disciple could warrant him some bonus from BL, like he gave to Prado. Maybe, yeah, maybe he'll get himself in a good situation and everything like that. I don't know, but I don't think that Daniel was expecting any kind of return on what he was doing. I think he had just bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
If they okay, okay. Further, I was trying to vote, but it wouldn't work for me, and I'm shocked. Just 6.7% voted, but I know many don't bother with Discord. Let's hope so. All right. Well, I'm tired. Does anybody want to talk about anything else or anything? I mean, it's time for me to shut my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And people out there like, God, we had to listen to this guy. I came here for Kryptonian and got this guy talking.
Wait, did Kryptonian show up?
No, he said that the only way that he could do it is if it was later in the day. And
Oh,
I think he was basically like, if you keep talking, I might be able to join.
right. No,
So
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what's next. Like what's next, and you know, Nick said he's going to Dubai. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, he might take a snapshot of him, like a selfie or something in Dubai. Be like, boo, here I'm probably signing some papers or something. Now that stuff will excite a community. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff is small, but it's like little small milestones, and like that's what we need. We need like little small milestones that we can like get excited about, the community get excited about, and show this build up. Show the build up. So us making progress as a community, as a blockchain, and everything will fall in place, man. Like I don't think there's anybody that has said that like this blockchain is doomed. I think a lot of people have said that it was doomed if nothing changed. But I think we're going to get those changes. Those changes are going to come, or those changes will be presented, and it's going to be up to us if we want to make those changes. But we're gonna do it all together as a community. You know, uh, we're gonna ride through this together, right? We either gonna crash all together or we're gonna make it all together. It's not gonna. There's no in between. It's either we make it or we don't, and we got to do the things to make it. Because if we don't, we're not gonna make it. It's that simple. So
yeah, I'm pretty excited about the future, and I think now we have people that the situation with the way that it was. Now they got like good news. It's on a Saturday. They got good news going into the rest of the weekend. We got to keep our eyes on it and everything like that. But at the same time, I just wanted to show this for a little bit, and just in case people were jumping in and not sure, what the results were. Because a couple comments came up and said, "Hey, did the results come up?" But
oh yeah, you should just keep that up there.
yeah. I mean, probably people would rather look at that than me. But you just got to keep an eye on, keep engaging the people. I would really like the people that legitimately voted no to engage them. Maybe talk through whatever they got. Anything like that. I mean, whatever. I just want to make sure that everything that we've done to be as transparent as possible, and I'm talking in the community because I think Nick is going to remain that way. That's where he's going to be, and try to bridge the gaps with issues and all that kind of stuff with not listening to each other. And hopefully this is like, okay, this is a watershed moment.
Mhm.
Like, man, all that stuff, all that BL stuff, all the crap that we went through and everything like that, this is where we're going. We just need to, shed all that stuff, get it out, get rid of it. Who cares? It's in the past. mend our relationships, our friendships and stuff like that, move forward. I mean, that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'm going to I see a couple of comments. I'll bring up a few of them, and I'll just give some last words that, listen, we've gone through a lot, and this vote and everything that we've done for the last couple of weeks, listening to Nick and understanding his plan, a lot of people need to be patted on the back in the community for their engagement. There's so many people in the Vulcan Discord and in BrewFi that are answering questions, and the conversations they're more civil now, and people are able to discuss something that it may have been controversial a couple of months ago. Now it's like, hey, let's talk this through and everything. And I think that's great, but I don't think it needs to stop. I think it needs to be, we need to have realistic expectations, not go overboard on the fact that we're going to do this amount or that amount or anything like that. We don't know. We want to just do what's best we want to build a good foundation and have a good blockchain so that we can talk it up. We can easily go into another Discord somewhere else and say, yeah, I'm from the so-and-so blockchain. We built something pretty nice over there. Nobody's going to give you grief. If they're giving you grief, it's end up being something that's like, oh, you obviously don't know what we're doing over there. We've changed from that old guy. We're doing a whole new system, and it's good for the environment. It's good for the community. It's good for the world, that kind of stuff. And that's what we want to be proud of what we're doing. So let's just shed all this stuff, get back to why we all got here. And the dream is that we want to have the best blockchain ever. And we all want to make money. Well, it's going to take all of us still. So everybody should be patted on the back. You guys did a great job getting out there communicating. Just because you're not on the lives or whatever, the questions that you ask in the comments, the answers that you have in the Discords, things like that, just keep doing it and forgive and forget, move forward. This is all of us, and this is for our future. So just a few comments. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for the live. Tartan Madman, you keep up your work. You're out there all the time. You're a great support for the community, as so many others are. Tomorrow we're going to be live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Nick Caliani. He's going to be joining his family for the foreseeable future. Hopefully has that video together. If not, we'll just talk through it. We'll see. Maybe give him a big old congratulations and just hang out. I sent it to as many of the YouTubers links as I had. So hopefully they're okay with that. But if they are not, I will remove it. But I thought that they wouldn't want to be a part of it or whatever. It is Sunday morning. A lot of people will be in church, so maybe that would be different, but we'll see. So I don't have anything else. Enjoy your guys' time. This is a big step. We're going the right direction. Maybe take a victory lap a little bit and then get ready to roll up our sleeves. We're all going to have to do a whole lot of work. We're going to have to help Nick and the teams and whoever ends up being a part of the team. We all got to pitch in and help. So bless you all, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day.
See you.